Goosey goosey. And we're officially late.
Who said we're late? Who said it? Who frickin' said it? You speak your mind, you mind speaker, you. We're late when I say we're late. All right? We're late when I say we're late. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. The phone is being held. What'd you call me? What in God's name did you call me? Can we all just take a second and just really ask ourselves what the heck Cameron even does? Can we all just take a second to ask ourselves that? Because the answer is basically nothing, right? Here I am just like juggling 17 freaking things. You got a pimple caught in 4K. You know, chat, okay? I do. Yeah, it's right here. Dude, it was huge. It wouldn't go away. Holy smokes. Chat, I already see you guys are freaking rascals in the chat because we have... I think this might be a new record. This might be a new record because we started the show with not one, not two, but 3 subscriptions. Can we get a resounding huge thanks for our subs? Poor Luke with the sub. Show Pony with the 6 months. Holy smokes. And Gent Jester subscribing with the Prime. Gent Jester.
You're looking tired today, bud. Everything okay? Everything all right?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Why are we attacking me here? What's going on here? Oh, chat. We got a wonderful show today. And today on Goose Morning Live 51, we're one more away from a full year. Holy smokes. Today on Goose Morning Live 51, we're going to be talking Switch 2 news. We're going to be talking some Sony game cancellations.
Switch tour.
We're going to be Switch 2ing right to the tippy top. And then we have a couple things that from the Discord, as usual, in the show thread that we're going to be discussing. But the majority of today's content has to be the new console, baby. We got new consoles. But before we get to that, also, we're gonna finish the show as we do each and every week with the 10 games to guess. With Guess That Game, the Twitch's biggest game show of all time, right? And I have a little tweak this time with Guess That Game. I have a little goose tweak. I think could be really fun. So we're gonna see how that pans out. I'm very excited for the tweak. I want to see if you guys like it more. Holy cow, we already have a hype train. Oh, I should also note two things right out the rip. Okay,
Biggest scam game.
It's not a scam game because everyone who wins gets a gifted sub right out of the old Goose's pocket. Okay, that's just what we do here. That's what the kids do, and the gifted subs is what I do. This is what the kids do for summary, and I give the gifted sub. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference. It's not a cringe dab. It's not a cringe dab. That's what people do. It's what real people do. Okay, it's what the kids do. Quite frankly, I'm hip with it. I'm hip with it, okay? Bro, just... Chat, we're getting toxic, all right? Quite frankly, I respect it. You guys keeping me in my place, okay? I don't want to get soft here. Ooh, we got some vibes here. Chat, before we jump into the news, how about we give a giant welcome to everybody in the chat? AIX's looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. AIX's looking beautiful and Goose-tastic. Holy smokes. Chat, I was told last week, before I continue saying welcomes, I was told last week that I need to monitor the YouTube chat, the X chat, and the Twitch chat at the same time, which I'm going to be building a multi-chat system to do that, okay? Cameron's doing basically nothing. Shout out Cameron for being useless. However, I have YouTube chat here ready, and the first YouTube chat of the day, fight me, the first YouTube chat of the day comes from Barbie. Shout out Barbie. First YouTube chat of the day comes from Barbie, who says, "Are you single?" Sorry. You guys are crazy. It's wild. I plead the fifth. Triplexa in the chat, looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. We love to see Triplexa. Holy smokes. I am a man of Canada. Do you understand me? That's all you need to know. Just Rustling is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. Just Rustling's here. Dario's here. Daniel Rubin. Goose Morning on to you. Storm of Spades. How's it going, fellow Goose enjoyers? We love to have Storm of Spades. We love to have all of you here. Ooh, that is some good coffee. We got Dubs in the chat, looking absolutely beautiful, Goose-tastic. Let's keep it going, baby. And Admine coming in, keeping that hype train strong with the 5-month. Admine, the Italian stallion. You can't mess with him. He's on the tippy top. He's on the tippy top. Holy smokes, we got Poor Wool Luke. Hello all. He's our subscriber of the day, our brand new subscriber of the day, and Gent Jester. Holy smokes. Hopefully I didn't mess up your name too much. Poor Wool Luke. Poor Wool Luke says hello all. All right, it's our first time chatter. We send love to our first time chatters. Holy smokes. We send love. We got Wizard here, the emote king of the world. Wizard in the chat, looking beautiful as always. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. McFly is back. First time chat, Amos Darby 92. Are you playing Wukong today? Guess what? We love our first time chatters. Today we're doing the news, the Switch news. If we're gonna play Wukong later tonight, maybe. Depends on a few things I'll get into in a couple seconds. Mostly sleep related. I'll get into it. Holy smokes, chat. The hype train is going strong. Okay, let's get some real hype going on here because Storm of Spades has just subscribed for the 2 months. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! That deserves some plus. Storm of Spades. Jeez! Show Pony with the gifted sub. We're on fire. Give him another one. Fill the screen. The hype train cannot be contained. Holy smokes. If this is what happens every time I get a pimple from lack of sleep, quite frankly, I'm going to do it. By the way, I got the second mug. Goose Morning. It's the second one. It's bigger. I like this one a lot. For those of you who don't know, I am testing a bunch of merch to see the quality, make sure it's good for you guys before I put anything out there. for you guys who want that. And the Goose Morning mugs are killing it. This one is literally, it's become my favorite. I like the other one.
That is not coffee.
Yeah, there's a lot of foam on top. I don't know why. I got an espresso, and it just makes a lot of foam on top. I don't know. It is literally foam. It annoys me. Like, quite frankly, it does annoy me. Nespresso, get it together. Real quick, can we just give a quick shout out? Give a real quick shout out to Kevin. Shout out Kevin, looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. Kevin in the chat, looking beautiful. And on the YouTube side, got Show Pody on, hitting up both platforms. What a little rascal. Okay, let's keep going down the list. Gent Jester, of course, with the Prime sub. Looking beautiful, Goose-tastic. We appreciate you, Gent Jester. We appreciate all of you. We got Benjamin freaking Wheelie in the chat. Benjamin, Goose Morning on to you.
Oh, we can still interrupt Goose cause TTS is on.
Well, now that you've announced it, this is probably going to get worse, so that's fantastic. We love to have that here. But that's just what we do here in the first part of Goose Morning. Cameron, turn the music down when I'm talking. Do you understand? The Reborn Stillborn in the chat making fun of my dab. We love it. Keeping me honest. Keeping me honest. Keeping me honest. I actually do love it. Okay, I'm not even afraid to say it.
Cameron lick Kevin.
Actually, I agree. I agree with AIXE. I agree. I agree. Okay. First time chatter from Gent Jester, our brand new subscriber. Let's send some love to our first time chatters. Okay. I want y'all feeling comfortable. Good day, all. Good day. We love it. Some goose claps. We absolutely love it. We also have first time chatter from Novoluta. What part of Canada? Hello from Ottawa, Ontario. Holy smokes. The nation's capital is in the chat. We'd love to have it. Here's the thing. I'm everywhere, okay? I am the Canada.
I gifted enough subs to earn my knee bounce.
Listen. We're going to have to exchange words after the show, right? We're going to exchange words. Okay, chat. Celine Winternight, the
Why
hydration.
Are Twitch subs not in the Zenkai army?
Wait, they're not? What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean the name? Oh, it's probably just a label thing. Another thing I gotta. Every platform does it a specific way. God, these things just
Wasn't
make it.
expecting a hype stream for being here for the first time.
I know. That's look. The Zenkai crowd, the Zenkai gang, the Zenkai army. We're unstoppable. We dab. That's what we do. That's what we do. Celine Winternight, of course, the hydration champion of the world. By the way, here's my Zug Jug. You guys may have remembered my previous one exploded, and my big one I used at the gym. But this one is, I got this for Christmas, but I'm going to reveal what's on the other side. I want you to see what's on the other side. It's very beautiful. Are you ready? Ooh, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I love it. Which I'm going to do a quick reveal, but before that, I need to keep saying hello to everybody here. Night Zerol, our first time chatter. Let's just rapid fire here. Predator 2942 with a hey all. We love to have it. Holy smokes, we're on fire today, chat. We're on fire. Chat, we got the mug. Okay, I'm testing everything for you guys. Quality only. Honestly, I have to say, the company that I'm using for these things, I did a lot of research and I picked this company. I'm just testing it because I haven't had great experience making custom merch. That's why I never sold anything. So I used this company. They're called Fourth Wall. And I've been testing out some things and it's been fantastic. So the mugs are amazing. I tested out these stickers. That's what you see on my Zug Jug. So we got a bunch of little Goose Morning. We got a little Toon Goose there. We got the OG logo. I don't know if that'll make it into the final. We got a Kachak sticker. We got the Goose Morning stickers. Got a lot of stuff there. So that all looks great. I mean, just like the quality of it looks incredible. It looks incredible. So I love it. So that's there. Chat, we got this. This just came in yesterday. Zenkai black tee. I'm going to have one in white and black. So on the side here, okay. This wasn't working, so I got to fix it. But on this side, a little QR code. And then this side, we got Goose. Might just say Zenkai. Need Zenkai boxers or shorts. True. And I got this literally like 3 days ago. So this I tested it out in the wash. It's a crew neck and it's embroidered. It's embroidered. I love stuff just looking clean and minimal. Look at that. It's embroidered. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The quality's been incredible. I rocked this at the gym. I brought it to the gym and tested it out. It was fantastic. But not as fantastic as the news, chat. Because quite frankly, it's time. It's time. Let me just make sure I'm all good here. Barbie. Okay? Barbie. Can we just give a real quick shout out on the YouTube side for becoming a YouTube member? Barbie, becoming a YouTube member. Holy smokes. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Before we jump into the news, I do need to say a quick reminder. If you'd like to join the Discord and you're subbed or you're
Call
a
us the
YouTube...
Red Army. Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh, that could be a Dragon Ball reference too, like the Red Ribbon Army. Dario, I might give Dario coins for that. Chat, remind me to give Dario some coins in the Discord.
Cause I'm writing research. I wish I could stay longer.
Shout out Curve for always tuning in, coming in. Well, he's one of the OGs. Give some respect to Curve. Shout out Curve, dude. Reminder for the Discord. If you're a Twitch sub, YouTube member, if you've done that, you automatically get into the Discord, go into Discord integrations, boom, you can join in the server. It's a private server. I will never, ever, 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 ever make it public. If you're in, you're in. That being said, if you can't afford a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership, totally understand. So I give 10 free slots each and every week that you can access by doing !Discord in the Twitch chat, and you'll be able to it'll give you the link. Okay, I did the thing. It should work. Cameron should work. So if you'd like to join Discord, !Discord, it's available there. Only works on the Twitch side for right now. Okay, only works on the Twitch side. Okay. First time chat. Let's read one more first time chat and let's jump in on the news, okay? There it is. So we are. Gent Jester tested it. Gent Jester, a living legend, some would say. I would say, quite frankly. Let's get another coffee in there, shall we? We got a first time chatter, okay?
Bra Red Army, Delta Force, China actually not so bad videos. When will you admit that your Discord is a CCP psyop?
Just gonna move on past that, all right? We're just gonna move on past that. First time chatter from Danny Crazy Zero. Danny Crazy Zero says, Zenkai, I'd like to share that I really enjoyed all of your YouTube videos. The originality and quality is outstanding. I hope your channel reaches the big boy. As I was saying, I hope your channel reaches the big boy numbers soon. Cheers from Brazil. Cheers from Brazil. Can we just get W Brazil in the chat real quick? On the YouTube side, on the Twitch side, on the X side. W Brazil, okay? I want some W's for Brazil. Let's go. Shout out Brazil, dude. W Brazil. Friend of the country of Canada. God, that is a fantastic first time chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'm working on literally 6 YouTube videos at the same time. I just finished 90% of a What Happened To video. So if you like What Happened to the Ninth Generation, that's coming. I'm working on a new series that I think you guys will really like if you like the iPlays. I have 3 iPlays on the way. And there is a Why Isn't It Dead Yet? If you like the Call of Duty and the World of Warcraft one, there's a new one for another big franchise coming out. So a lot of great stuff, working on all of it. We literally got a TV for it. Yeah, there's still lots to do. I'm trying to do my best. And then obviously the second channel, Zenkaigoose TV, which if you'd like to see the second channel, you just go !YouTube on the Twitch chat, and you'll get links to all that stuff. Real quick, shout out to Wizard, who's on both the YouTube and Twitch chat, just an absolute stallion, and Ocular God on the YouTube side. Beautiful goose-tastic individual. Okay, let's do the thing that we were meant to do the way that we were meant to do it. Cameron, shut the music off, you disgusting rodent. Yeah, I know that's not how I should talk to my employees, but look. Yeah, I got nothing. I probably shouldn't talk to my employees that way. That's just a fact. That's just not how I should do it. At the end of the day, that's probably a faux pas. That's probably a faux pas, right? Yeah, it's a tyrant. Yeah, I'm pushing it. And quite frankly, I should be ashamed. Quite frankly, I should be freaking ashamed. Chat, of course, if you'd like to post the news, something for the news on the Goose Morning Live each and every week, guess what? You can. Guess what? You can. You can. By going to the Discord right here, buddy boy, and going to the Goose Morning mega thread where we have a bunch of goose-tastic individuals. This man is banned. This man is banned, okay? F's in the chat for this man because he is banned. Simpsonson run review after you beat it. Banned. First time chatter, Mr. Jumble Dump, are you going to play Black Myth Wukong? Not this morning. This morning we're doing Goose Morning Live. We will be playing Black Myth Wukong at a later point. Definitely, dude. I was killing it last run. I was killing it. I got to get back to it. And you guys keep hyping up some Tiger Boss. I'm feeling pretty confident I'm going to one-shot that Tiger Boss. I'm feeling pretty confident. All right. So in Discord, we got a few things here. Of course, we have the Elon versus Asmon news. We're not going to touch on that. Some drama that kind of supersedes the channel for what we're trying to do here. But it is wild. I will say that leaking Twitch DMs, Twitter DMs on your own platform is wild. That is wild. This video by AIX, why game optimization sucks. We're actually going to watch this. I pre-watched just the first 10 seconds just to get the gist. That way we don't waste time with a bad react. Because we've had a few. I don't think the past few have been like 100% our style. So I had to do that, but that one looks promising, so we're going to touch on that. But the big news of the week, posted from Dubs. Dubs is the one who gets the credit. Dubs is the winner. It's Switch 2 time, baby. It's Switch 2 time. If you don't know, well, guess what? You're living under a rock because Nintendo has officially announced the Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to the Nintendo Switch, is releasing this year after it being leaked to oblivion. It has been leaked left, right, and center, and they have finally announced it. So let's watch this video real quick. Let's get a sense of what we're watching. Quite frankly, I couldn't be more hyped. I love new console season so much. I love it so much. Let's give this a watch, and then we're going to go through it one more time and discuss it. Iconic colors. Ooh. The ASMR. Ooh. Dude, that. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's a better kickstand, dude. Just the sounds, man. Ooh, buttons look clean. Everything looks clean, dude. This is interesting. Very interesting. Touch on that in a second. There it is, baby. The Switch 2. Hype it up. We got a new Mario Kart. The stand has rounded corners. Hey, that's nice. That's nice. Holy smokes, chat. It's here. It's new console season. I love this season, okay? There's been a lot of malarkey, okay? There's been a lot of malarkey about the Nintendo Switch. It doesn't have certain things. It does have certain things. It's, you know, it's breakable in certain areas. Buddy, relax. It's new console season. Let them cook. They've been cooking for a while. I couldn't be more hyped, okay? Chat, I'm feeling like we not only get the Switch 2 on release, okay? We wake up early, we get the Switch 2, but we get every single game for the Switch 2, okay? I'm willing to go into financial debt, get every single game, and we stream it all live here on Twitch, on YouTube, on X. I'm thinking that's what we do. And we just see for ourselves, right from the horse's mouth, which games are the best. Of course, there's going to be Mario Kart 9, okay? Which is looking interesting. We're gonna touch on that in a little smidge, and we have a bunch of rumored games, which I have the post right here, so we're gonna jump on that. But right off the rip, I gotta say, the trailer, yeah, were they leaked a billion times and like forced to put out this trailer? Yes. Is it a shame that they've been leaked? Yes. But look, that's just how this stuff happens. Okay, there's gonna be leaks. That's just how this stuff happens. It's completely normal. Is it unfortunate? Sure. But that's the internet. Like, I feel like it's almost impossible to hold secrets these days. I feel like you kind of have to go against the grain. And honestly, the secrets slash leak phase generated so much hype. I mean, look at this, dude. It's still on trending. This was 3 days ago. It has almost 20 million views. People are hyped for this. Let's just go see. Let's go right through this, okay? So there's a new button on this side, okay? Let's just jump right into it. Hold on, hold. I did also notice, okay? Hold on. There's 2 USB-Cs. Yeah, okay, so there's one at the bottom, and then at the top. This is nice, because right now, it's only at the bottom. So if you have to charge it while you're portable, like, it's the most uncomfortable thing. So now you can charge it both ways. That's absolutely fantastic. I think that's such a huge quality of life feature. A headphone jack in 2025. Holy smokes. They are not stopping until they're at the tippy top. You know what I'm saying? Holy smokes. The kickstand, I'll be honest. I never used the kickstand once in my life. Personally, I've opened it on the Switch 1. It's garbage. I know they made changes for the OLED version or whatever. I didn't get the OLED version. But this looks better. But I never find myself playing with the kickstand. However, chat, this is where things get crazy, because they got this feature that I think is interesting. And let's see if we can see it here. Right here. Right here, this little fellow right here turns your Switch Joy-Con, okay, into a mouse. And that's why it's dragging like this. Now, chat, stick with me on this one. You're at your table, okay? You're vibing. You load up Call of Duty, which Microsoft has already announced due to the giant legal battles they've went through to get the Activision Blizzard stuff. They've already announced that Call of Duty is coming to all platforms now, so it just has to. You load up your Call of Duties, okay, or your Halos, which we'll touch on that in a second too. You load them up, and then on one hand, you literally use a mouse to aim, and on the other, you use a Joy-Con to move. That's like the best of both worlds. Because look, the mouse part of the FPS stuff is goated. That's just unquestionable. I love playing on a controller too, but the mouse is just, it's unquestionably better. Okay? But the WASD? The WASD? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. The WASD over the analog stick to move? Let's be real. Let's be real. Freeze it to 38 seconds next to the game card slot. Looks like a potential mic. It would be on the left side of the game card slot, looking from the back. Oh. Let's go back. 38 seconds. Oh, this. You're thinking this is like a mic? That would be interesting as well. It would be interesting given the fact that, like, you know, a lot of controllers, I think Microsoft's the only one, but everybody's moving towards like having a mic in the controller. I don't think I like that, but it's a lot better than not having a mic. It's a lot better than not having a mic. Mr. Danny Lemon in the chat. Finally, talk about being late, little rascal. Is there a memory card slot so you can save a game and finish it late? This man. I thought I one-upped him. He just came with the zip zop zoobity bop, dude. Freaking, he zip zopped me, dude. Shout out. Also, shout out SN and an Ocular God on the YouTube side. Beautiful. Yeah, this is looking fantastic. So the Joy-Cons now are no longer slide out and in, which, to be honest, does work. It's intuitive. It does work, but I'll be real. The way it works on the Joy-Cons on the original Switch, it's so... it gets stuck sometimes, which I'm not a huge fan of. This magnetic approach, I think, is a giant W. So hold on, let's get to it. Yeah, right here. People are worried this is going to break. Brother, I don't have kids. That's a you problem, okay? I'm never going to break this. There's no way I'm ever going to break this. I'm trying to even think how I would break this, because you can't even, like, twist it, because it'd be tight on both sides here, right? So how would you even be able to break this off? I guess while it's out in the open, if you like went in, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I really don't think it's going to be an issue. Clip this and save it for later. First off, you should be able to clip using exclamation mark clip. Can someone test that? I put that in. Cameron and I put that in. That worked. If someone does exclamation mark clip, it should clip. You both did it, you rascals. Oh, did it work? Cameron? Okay. Do you understand why I don't like you? I hope it's clear. Maybe on the back end, Twitch is just making like a billion clips now. First time chatter, when my 8-year-old and 4-year-old fighting over it, it'll get broke. That's for sure. But look, they're gonna break something. Even if this was 100%, your 8-year-old, your 4-year-old, even like a 2-year-old, they're gonna break something. That screen's gonna get cracked. It's gonna be done for. Like, you were already starting from a spot of where it was gonna break. I got the Switch 2 hype. All my friends trying to freeze it over, dude. I'll say this, okay? It's new console season, dude. This is officially Gen 10, right? This is Generation 10 consoles. There's nothing but hype. We need more competition. We need more new consoles. We need more new ideas. And the Switch 2, regardless of technical specs, which, first off, if you're coming to Nintendo for technical specs in 2025, where have you been? Where have you been, buddy? Nintendo's literally built their entire company off of never being technical. They're more just like economical with technology and coming up with new, unique ways of using technology, like the Game Boy with the dot matrix screen, right? So it's like, first off, like if you care about the technical side of the Switch 2, buddy, go get your Asus ROG Ally and have fun over there. That's fine. There's no shade to you, okay, buddy? Relax. But the rest of us, this is Generation 10 console. The hype is real, dude. We're all gonna wait in line, okay? This is what I'm so excited about, okay? Like, I get giddy over this because we're gonna have an excuse to meet with everyone. All of us are gonna be there at our GameStops, our Best Buys. We're gonna go, we're gonna meet, it's gonna be a midnight launch, Switch 2, we're gonna be hyped, we're gonna buy games, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna talk about how, like, this is gonna be sick, and not for 1 second are we gonna complain. We're gonna be in that line, we're gonna be just having a blast. And that's what I'm hyped for. We're gonna bring this back, we're gonna stream it on Twitch, and we're just gonna have a blast. That's what I'm hyped for. New console season is the best. I do everything in my power to make sure I always get every console because it's the best, dude. It's the best. I want a Wii U, GameCube accessory ports just like the Genesis CD with 32X built with that Japanese Tower of Doom. You disgust me. First off, you disgust me, but I freaking respect the heck out of you. No, I'm just kidding. Holy smokes. Chat, Switch 2. This looks fantastic. I think the accent colors of the blue and orange, fantastic. And it's an iteration over the Switch 1, which I think is fantastic. They killed it with the new look. I think everything they've done here, they've killed it. There's one thing I think the Switch 2 took an L on that the leaks did better. And that is actually two things. First off, the logo. I saw some guy make it on Instagram. See if I can find it. Switch 2 logo Instagram. Is this not infinitely better? It's infinitely better, right? It's infinitely better. This is infinitely better. This is a kind of an L on Nintendo's part. Way better. Way better. Like, there's nothing wrong with this, but, you know, if you're a graphic designer and you were like, hey, could you come up with the Switch 2 logo? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You kind of phoned it in. Come on, buddy. Not much harder, okay? You move the 2 inside, you stretch it. Okay, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You messed up. Okay, take it on the chin. You messed up. This is just, yeah, look at this. The animation speaks for itself, especially with the magnets. Come on, buddy. You took the L there, buddy, okay? I'm going to have to put some dirt in your eyes. Put it right in there, dude. Okay? You're blinded now. You're blinded. The next thing, the second L the Nintendo Switch took. I'm trying to get the meme video. Thank you so much, Jack JMW, beautiful goose-tastic individual. Resubscribing for 3 months. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jack. Beautiful. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get the other, yes, okay. This thing right here. Do we agree? Okay? Do we agree? This dock, infinitely better than this dock. Like, this isn't bad. This is an iterative approach on the Switch 1. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But this one, letting you see the screen like that, that's just clean. And it's easier to get in. Yeah, it's tall for no reason because here's the thing. Couldn't agree with you more, Dario, because here's the thing. Like, chat, this plastic piece on the Switch 1 is just a plastic piece. It's a piece of plastic. It's just meant to help you 100% get it in. That's it. Here, it's like on an angle. It fits. It just looks cleaner, you know? Like, it looks cleaner. Especially in white, too. Oh, man, white is a look, dude. Especially with the old SNES, like, colors. That's clean. I still think this is clean, but, like, that one's nice. It's kind of crazy. That's what's nice about building such an amazing product and getting such giant super fans is, like, your fans start building things that you can, like, literally... Like, that's how Valve built their entire base, is they just kept bringing in fans into their company to build in their games and make them great. It's like the fans have ideas, so we can, like, bring them in and use those ideas. And they want nothing but to help the brand succeed. You know, certain companies like Halo don't really do that. But anyways, I don't think Nintendo's going to change the logo now. It's too late. But I will say everything about the Switch 2 looks interesting. There is a new button here. People are calling it a C button. I don't see anything here that says that. I don't know what it does. It's probably just to add parity here, I would imagine. I never use the screenshot button. For those who don't know, on the Switch 1, this button was to take screenshots. I never used that whatsoever. So, it makes a difference to me. This button should be doing something. I don't know what it does. I wonder if the Switch also has the NFC stuff, where you could, like, put in the amiibos. I wonder if that's still a thing. Overall, I'd say the hardware looks incredible, and I think the way they announced it through this ASMR thing is absolutely incredible. I really like what they've done. I'm a fan. I'm just super hyped. Now, they've announced there's going to be more news coming in April, and we're going to jump into that right now because the main two things we want to know now is when's it coming out and what games are going to be on it, okay? So, Nintendo released a full article. Let's jump into the tippy top of it right now, shall we? First off, dude, that just, whoever did this animation, like, the way it just, hey, that's nice. That's really nice, dude. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like the way, ooh. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, let's move on, chat. It's getting weird. The main, most important thing for the Switch 2. Can we just get a huge W in the chat? You can play your Switch games on Switch 2. Thank sweet baby Jay for everything he has done. We have earned this moment. W. Because Nintendo, famously, if you don't know, never puts their games on sale. Their games, if you want Breath of the Wild, you know, the first Zelda, it's still $79.99 in Canada. It disgusts me. I think it's horrible. Just put them on sale. You disgusting company, you. I love you. In the same way I love Cameron. You're useful. But I also hate you. $79.99 is not the way to go. So it says here Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. God, that's a W. That is a freaking W. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be fully supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. That could be some of, like, you know, they did the Switch Labo stuff. That could be related to that. So I wouldn't really worry about that. I bet you overall the main core stuff is going to be 100%. In fact, I would say for those of you who haven't gotten into the second Zelda, myself included, like, I owned it, but I stopped just because it doesn't seem like it's running well. And I think I'll pick it up again when the Switch 2 comes out and play it there because it just looks like it needs more horsepower. So this is fantastic. Nintendo Switch Online members can continue using the service even on the Nintendo Switch 2. I will say, I was using my Switch the other day, and I hadn't realized how awesome Nintendo Switch Online has become. Is anyone in the chat been using Nintendo Switch Online? Because, bro, the games they have on there are, like, legit amazing. They have Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color games, Nintendo 64 games, Super Nintendo games. They're great. I think Nintendo's silly in making them multiple apps, but overall, Nintendo Switch Online games that you get are fantastic. They have, like, basically almost everything that you could want. It's kind of crazy. You've been playing Paper Mario that way, best way to play? Dude, I've been very surprised that more people aren't talking about it. It's a big, like, Nintendo, could you market your stuff? Come on. It's incredible. Yeah, but you just like to buy them outright? I think they should do that. I think they should give a subscription, and they should say, hey, if you don't want to, you can buy Mario 64 for, like, you know, $10. Whatever it is. I agree with you. I think they should offer variety like that. So there's going to be a Nintendo Direct with more information. Oh yeah, this is the different date style. You disgust me. This is going to be on April 2nd, 2025. Of course, we will be streaming this because this is console season, baby. This is what gets me hyped. This is what gets me up in the morning. Quite frankly, I'm sad every day of the year until it's console season, baby. Woo! Console season. I'm hyped. So this is amazing. And in fact, there's going to be places you can actually go. So here it says on April 11th and April 13th, you get to experience the Switch 2 for yourself. And I believe you can do this in New York. New York is quite the drive, but maybe I can even do something there. Maybe I'll look into that. Drive to New York to see if I can do something. That would be sick. It's console season, baby. So that's available to you if you'd like to go see that, if you're in the area of London or New York. I think those are the only two places. London. Oh, I saw New York as well. I guess tickets maybe are out. Oh. Well then. Oh, right here. Dallas, Milan. Oh, there's one Toronto? Hey, yo. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, we'll check that out. Oh, well, I'll see if I can check that out. sometimes those things are interesting where it's like, it's not really, it'd actually be better if you just streamed it from home versus going. Like, I had an opportunity to go to the Game Awards, and I could have went, but I felt like it would have been much better to watch it live with you guys on stream. And I think it was. That was a fantastic time. So that's available. That is everything we know about the Switch 2 officially from Nintendo. But as you know, Nintendo has been getting leaked all over the place. There's a bunch of holes in their boat, and they are sinking with leaks, dude. They are sinking with leaks. So we have this this thread here that I found from our gaming leaks and rumors, and I would say they're overall it seems to be pretty credible. But even if it isn't, I think it's still fun to go through this and find out what are the rumored Nintendo Switch 2 games. So let's read through this because I think this is going to be fun to talk about. A new Mario Kart game has been the only one so far to be officially confirmed for Nintendo Switch 2, which, by the way, what a low-key way to announce it. It's not like they said, here's Mario Kart 9. They're just like, yeah, there's a Mario Kart, dude, and we made Donkey Kong look weird. So, get hyped. Such a Nintendo way of announcing it. It's also worth mentioning that certain games may receive ports down the line, never having any circulating rumors, with Doom: The Dark Ages being a perfect example, since that franchise had Switch ports for its predecessors. Interesting. So we could get a Doom: The Dark Ages on the Switch 2, and this would technically make sense with the direction that Microsoft has started to go into, because we're also hearing rumors that Halo could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, specifically Master Chief Collection. I don't know if we're hyped for this. I have mixed feelings. However, I will say the idea of playing Master Chief Collection on the go like that, look, if you haven't played Halo 1, 2, or 3 ODST Reach, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat, buddy. Those games are classics for a reason, and I love them. I love them so much. Launch window, not necessarily day and date with the system. Here we have rumors that Assassin's Creed Mirage and Shadows. BFM Tech & Co. confirms Nate the Hate's claims that Assassin's Creed Mirage, not my favorite Assassin's Creed, and Shadows will be released on Switch 2 in 2025. This makes a ton of sense. Obviously not confirmed, but Ubisoft is always historically known to support a new console release with a bunch of games. They were there for the Wii U with Zombie U. They were there for the Wii with Red Steel, I think was them. Ubisoft is always there with their stuff. Rayman Legends, they're always there. Ubisoft describes the port as ambitious in taking advantage of the console's technical power. It also wouldn't surprise me if Assassin's Creed Shadows' push is pushed to a certain date to be closer to the Switch 2 launch. That could be sort of a hint of when it's coming. Obviously, they're letting you play with the thing in April, but when is it officially releasing? We don't know yet. These ports are not developed by the studios that created the games Bordeaux and Quebec. The Shadows port will not be released until the end of the year in order to maintain a high level of finish on the console. Oh, that's interesting. So it won't be a launch title. So the rumor is Mirage will be a launch title, but Shadows will be ported to the end of the year. Interesting. Can Game Pass appear on the Switch 2? I think if Microsoft actually wants Game Pass to be a proper huge success, it needs to be an app on all consoles. I don't know what the block is there. It's probably a business related thing from the big companies, but I agree. Should be. Use cloud on all other devices but the Xbox. If you want native Game Pass, then go on Xbox. If you want Game Pass Cloud, use that. That's what I would do, but who am I? I'm just some guy from Canada. Most of Ubisoft's library and Metal Gear Solid Delta will be appearing on the Switch 2. To my understanding, Assassin's Creed Shadows is one of those in development ports. It just won't be ready for launch, and it probably won't be ready for the launch window, it's claimed. Quote, I've been told that Ubisoft is doing more than half a dozen games for the Switch 2, and a lot of them are going to be late ports. These are from a range of franchises like The Division and Rainbow Six Siege. Dude, Rainbow Six Siege, with the way that the mouse stuff works, I'm very curious to see what Nintendo does with the mouse stuff. Is it going to be a gimmick, or is it actually going to be used? Because here's the problem with the mouse thing for the first-person shooter stuff on the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo's target audience is typically a younger crowd. And that younger crowd probably would rather play, on the gamepad versus using a mouse. And so how do you make it so they have fun in an online environment like Rainbow Six Siege where people can use both, assuming they can? It's all speculation here, so I don't know how they're going to handle that. Like, effectively, they're making a cross-play environment within their console ecosystem, which is also interesting. And I really wonder how that works out, because people love mouse and keyboard stuff on PC, but there's so many cheaters, So what's the move there? I wonder if Switch 2 kind of bridges the gap there. Should be interesting to see. There's also some discussion and consideration of doing a Mario Rabbids collection, so it would have 1 and 2 in a single package. Genius move. They should definitely do that. I mean, there's going to be backwards compatibility, so that's great. If Switch 2 gets most AAA games in the future, Xbox handheld is cooked. Yeah, it's not looking great for the Xbox handheld. I don't have faith in Microsoft stuff personally, but, I'd love to be proven wrong there. Quote, it's just a question for when these games will come out, and I think for Ubisoft, if they can port the game, they will port the game. Wow, fantastic. Of course, Metal Gear Solid Delta is coming. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Master Chief Collection, and just lots of Xbox games coming to the Switch. According to Nate the Hate 2 in his recent podcast, said Microsoft Flight Simulator 2, which I think that's supposed to be 2025, and Halo the Master Chief Collection are going to be launched on PS5 and the Switch 2. This is interesting. If this happens, which by all means, it seems like it's happening, chat, it's over. The console for Xbox, it's ogre. It's over. I just don't see, like, what's the benefit of, it's done. They're third party, and that's that. We're moving on. I don't know if that'll be the case, but if it does, it is. That's just my opinion. Love to be proven wrong, but I just fundamentally don't understand why you would ever buy one of their hardware. I'm talking specifically their hardware. They'll thrive as a third party, sure, but the hardware, cooked. Fallout 4 was explored for Switch some years ago to the point where Hines told Boss at the time to expect it, Hines being the PR manager at Bethesda, who then had me prep a story. Never came to fruition, though. Okay, interesting. Red Dead Redemption 2, Tekken 8, and FIFA. After research with the EN found on the leak, I don't know what that means, here's a list of games that will arrive on Nintendo Switch 2. Tekken 8, FIFA, Red Dead 2. I'm sure at 90% because I found similar EN filed by the editors of those games. Do we really think Red Dead Redemption 2? The rumor is that the Switch 2 is going to be at the same power level as a PS4. If that's the case, then in theory, the Red Dead Redemption 2 would work, and in theory would probably sell a decent amount on the Switch 2. Does make sense on Rockstar's end. I mean, Rockstar did port the GTA Definitive Edition to the Switch. So Rockstar's not, like, opposed on putting their stuff on the Switch. Red Dead Redemption 2 is more realistic than Flight Sim. Yeah, I mean, it's a different game, but, like, I know what you're trying to say. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is honestly one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life, and the fact that they got it running on an Xbox One and PS4 is just insane. I'll never forget playing that game for the first time on the Xbox One. I was just like, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. How did you do this? This is witchcraft. Possible Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Switch 2 port. Why would it be a port? Wouldn't it just come to the Switch 2? I would just assume it would come to the Switch 2. So I don't know about that. Currently, there's an announced Pokemon game to not have Switch 2 ports. This is lines up with the Game Freak leaks indicating a Switch 1 only release for Pokemon Legends ZA. What a name, dude. Which is expected to have a gameplay showcase in the next Pokemon Presents. Elden Ring is another one, Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. So it looks like now the Switch 2, that it's at parity with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, is going to get some of the scraps that the Switch 1 couldn't get before. That makes sense for a company like, yeah, I'll just put it out there. And now the leaks are just saying everything else. Titanfall 2, Cyberpunk 2077, GTA 5, and 6. Chat, do we think GTA 6 is going to come to the Nintendo Switch 2? I would highly doubt that. I would highly doubt that. There's no way. Will it come eventually? Sure. But at launch? No way. Chat, I'm with you guys. No way. Absolutely no way. Enhanced port for Breath of the Wild. I believe this. Nintendo's known for double dipping. They do it with every console. Twilight Princess on the GameCube and then the Wii. And then, of course, on the Wii U was Breath of the Wild. And then on the Switch, I first got Breath of the Wild on the Wii U like a casual. Ran very differently there. So that, I think, makes sense. No mention of not Twilight Princess, but Tears of the Kingdom. I think that one could use it a lot. Yuka, Replay, that makes sense. And Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD ports. Dude, yes. Give us a Wind Waker HD port. Yes. Wind Waker, I will straight up, I will fight anyone who says this. Wind Waker is the greatest Legend of Zelda game, and it's not even close, okay? Yeah, you guys love your freaking Breath of the Wilds, you love your Tears of the Kingdoms, and some of you sickos even love Twilight Princess, and we know why, okay? We know why, okay? We know why. It goes Wind Waker, Link to the Past, and honestly, those two can be interchanged. And then it goes, oh no, there's Ocarina. Oh god, okay, so it's tied for first. Wind Waker, Ocarina. No, it's Ocarina, Link to the Past, Wind Waker. Holy smokes, those are great games. Holy smokes. Okay, so Ocarina, Link to the Past, Wind Waker. Honestly, let's go with that for now. And then I don't care about the rest. Those are the three. I could literally play those forever. All three of those I've replayed many times. They're amazing games. Wind Waker is one of the greatest tales of video games where if just it comes out, people look at it, they just got so mad at it in the same way that everybody got mad at Heath Ledger's Joker, and then they played it and it was like, this is one of the greatest Legend of Zelda games to ever be made, and we were so wrong. And it's just one of the greatest stories. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just make a Wind Waker 2, dude. Just make a Wind Waker 2. Like, if you cycle between Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild, like that style, I think Nintendo would just, the W's. The amount of W. You know what? I've never fully played Majora's Mask. It scared me as a child, so I never really fully played it. I do own it. Technically, I do. It's actually right behind me. You see it? Right here, you see it? That's the cart. So that's apparently the rumored games coming to Nintendo Switch 2 later this year in April. Chat, closing thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2. I could not be more hyped. There's a lot of people in impression farming, engagement farming on Twitter and all the social media platforms. Like, it doesn't have this, doesn't have that. It's not 4K. It's yeah. To me, it's all cringe. It's all cringe, and we should just be hyped. We're in Gen 10, dude. I think this is Gen 10. We're in Gen 10 consoles. I couldn't be more hyped. It's a brand new console release. And I'm just excited, like I said, to go to the store, see all the homies. We all get our Switches together, our pre-orders at GameStop, our pre-orders at Best Buy or whatever. We're all going to be in the line. We're going to have a fantastic time. And it's an event. I love huge events in the gaming industry. GTA 6 releases, a new Halo releases, a new console releases. These are amazing. I couldn't be more hyped. There's people angry online for whatever. They're never going to be happy. So what are you going to do? I'm hyped. I hope they release with some bangers, some Nintendo bangers. Mario Kart 9 gets me excited. But Mario Kart 9, I don't really play alone. I play with the homies. And, the homies and I, we don't get together that often, so it's not like we play it that often. I would much rather a single-player 3D Mario. That would make me so happy. Like, that's my biggest wish. Give me a new 3D Mario. And, look, Odyssey's a great game. I would prefer a game similar to 64 and Sunshine over Galaxy and Odyssey. They're great games. They're some of the best to ever do it. but I want to go back to like a simpler type of Mario. And the vibes of 64 and Sunshine are unmatched. They're unmatched. Okay? I was playing Sunshine the other day, and it just filled me with such happiness. Some of the songs in that game, holy smokes, dude! Come on! So yeah, Switch 2, I'm hyped, and I can't wait to stream it. We're going to stream the whole launch. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to try to get me one on day one. And who knows, maybe we'll even do a giveaway. Maybe. If I can snag 2. I'll try. I'll try. Switch 2, baby. Switch 2. Pardon me. Chat, are we hyped for Switch 2? Give me an NHL game. It's been 19 years without a hockey game on a Nintendo console. Is that true? Holy smokes. Link to the Past is the real GOAT. Link to the Past is literally one of the GOATs. 100% one of the GOATs. 100% it's up there. It's up there, bar for bar. Missing Majora's Match, pretty much right. You know what? Maybe I'll do a So I Tried Majora's Mask. Maybe we'll stream that. Because I never... Could we finish Majora's Mask in one sitting? Is that possible? How long is Majora's Mask? How long is Majora's Mask? 25 hours. Holy smokes, it's not going to happen. Holy smokes. I can already smell Mr. Danny Lemon's comments. I can smell it. Got him. He just straight up says you couldn't. He got me, dude. Finish Wukong first. Yeah, we're going to go back to it. I'm very excited. I love Wukong. And honestly, before we hit up the next news of the week, which comes from SpongeAim, one Spongeman Aim in the Discord. So huge shout out to SpongeAim. I got to say, chat, there's a really fun thing about playing a sick video game. Black Myth Wukong is a sick video game. But I really do enjoy playing it with you guys. This is a new type of thing I've never experienced in my life, to play a game from the start with a community, and it's fantastic. I really like playing with you guys. It's fun. We have a good time. We have some luls. I do get miserable from time to time, but doing it with the Simpson Sin run. There's a couple more games I have in my head to play later, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff, and I really, really like that. Not sure Goose could finish a round of Balatro. First off, how dare you? Wukong stream tonight? Probably not tonight, and the reason is very simple. This is a personal thing on my end, but something's wrong with the way I'm sleeping. I don't know what's wrong, but there's been 3 days this week, past 2 days, and then I think it was like Thursday, I didn't sleep at all, so I was up for 48 hours on Thursday. I don't know why. Heart was just like beating like crazy. And then yesterday and today, woke up at 3 a.m., same thing, heart just like beating. And I didn't sleep, so I have like no sleep. I have 4 hours of sleep 2 days in a row. So I'm tired. I'm very tired. Doing too much? Could be. It could be. I'm not sure what the gist is. I'm doing everything to get my body sleepy, but when it's time to go to sleep, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping at all. It's very, very strange. Like, I should be exhausted by the end of the day, because I'm also working out. I'm doing a lift, and then I'm doing a 40-minute run right after. So, I'm not sure. Check with a doctor. That sounds like a good thing, but in Canada... Look, we have free healthcare. This is true. But the doctors here, in my experience, they just don't care. The amount of time, I don't think I've ever had one great experience with a doctor anytime I had to go. It's just like, get out of here. You have this. I don't care. Just leave. It's like, okay. And you waited like 13 hours, and at best, you get maybe a 30-second diagnosis, and then you're told to leave. You probably have to go private, which I haven't done. So, I do need to talk to someone, though, because it is getting strange. Undetected sleep apnea? Maybe, but I sleep on my stomach like a psycho. Like this. So, who knows? Who knows? I just need to be a chill guy, dude. It probably is Simpsons Sin run curse for not beating the game. If I'm being real, it's probably that. Okay? That's probably what it is. Chat, let's hit up the next news. Okay? Coming in from the Discord from one Spongeman Aim. The next news, it's a doozy. Ladies and gentlemen, Sony PlayStation. Have you heard of them? Sony PlayStation. Holy smokes, they're in the news now because a live service God of War game has just been canceled by Sony, okay? And Bloomberg has all the news. Apparently there's 2 huge games. So let's read up on this. This comes from the man himself, Jason Schreier. Sony cancels 2 more PlayStation projects in broader retreat. The company told subsidiaries Bend and Bluepoint it will work with them to determine their next steps and minimize job losses. Stop it. Sony Group Corp PlayStation has canceled previously unannounced games at 2 of its top subsidiaries, the company said Thursday. The games at Oregon-based Bend Studio and Texas-based Bluepoint Games were both live service game projects designed to draw recurring revenue from players. I gotta say, Sony's whole live service venture, I mean, Concord is the biggest one, clearly, but brother, how is it's so interesting how PlayStation has just bombed with live service games and dominated with single player games, and Microsoft has just killed it with live service games. Granted, they bought a lot of them, and they cannot make a great single player game to save their lives. Like, how is it that they're both reversed? You know, because Microsoft has Minecraft, they have Call of Duty, they have Halo, they have Sea of Thieves, they have Forza, World of Warcraft now. Like, they have so much. And then Sony is just the opposite. Like, they just have, like, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. You know, they got so much there, like Astrobot. But pardon me. But for whatever reason, they just can't get a hang of the live service thing. Right? I mean, remember that Drive game that came out? What was that Drive game that they released? PlayStation. Destruction All-Stars. Destruction All-Stars was a miss. Concord, a huge miss. The Foam Stars thing, remember? They had a foam thing. It was like a Splatoon copy. That bombed. It's just not looking good. It's not looking good for the live service thing. And quite frankly, I'm just not interested in a live service game from Sony, to be honest. I just don't think it's worth it, but I get why they would go for it. Let's continue reading. Company spokesperson confirmed the cancellations in a statement. Spokesperson said that the 2 games were canceled following a recent review. Concord. And that PlayStation will continue making both online and single-player games. Neither studio will be shuttered. That is fantastic. These are great studios. Bend and Bluepoint are highly accomplished teams who are valued members of the PlayStation Studio family, and we are working closely with each studio to determine what are their next projects, end quote, the spokesperson said. The article goes on to say, over the last few years, PlayStation has invested big in live service games, which are typically multiplayer games with microtransactions and other ways to get money out of players for months and years after they launch. These games are risky ventures, but can be lucrative when they're successful. Yeah, Helldivers 2 is actually the only one I can think of that just honestly killed it. For Sony, the strategy has led to one hit in 2024's Helldivers 2 and several flops, including Concord, which was removed from sale less than 2 weeks after release. I think removing Concord from sales was a bad idea. Like, why release it with bots or something? Like, let people at least play offline, you know? I wouldn't stop selling it. I would make it so it can work offline, and then there's potential that it can grow into its own thing of just people really liking it. Give people something to do with it. I think that could have been good. And then if they, because again, this is what I always say. Okay, and Helldivers did this. The thing that Sony is forgetting, and a lot of AAA games are forgetting, is it's much better to test out the idea first with something small, and then make it bigger with something like a live service. Helldivers 1 was a small little PlayStation Vita game and a PlayStation 4 game. It was top-down, it was very, very simple, but people really liked it. And so to take that concept, make it bigger, and then live service, it makes total sense. The idea has been tested. People love the style, people love the vibe, and everything they did with Helldivers 2 went fantastic. People went cuckoo, went crazy for Cocoa Puffs, or whatever the saying is. They did it for Helldivers 2. Concord, they just went right out of the gate and risked it all. I would not have done that. You know, if at best, what I would have done is taken the idea of Concord and plugged it into a multiplayer mode, a simple multiplayer mode on a game that people like that Sony has made. Like something like that. Just test it or make a tiny version of that game. See how people feel about it. Then if they like it, then grow from there. These AAA game companies just seem to risk so much. And risk is good in business. But when you risk $500 million, like that's people's lives at stake. Not only just like from an employee perspective of being fired, but like, bro, you're hitting your stock, which is like your employees who have been there for 10, 20, 30 years. That hits their retirement fund. Like you got to be smarter with that stuff. And AAA companies, I've never seen stupider moves. I've never seen stupider moves than in the AAA space. The company has also canceled several other live service games over the last few years, including one based off of Spider-Man. See, this is what I'm saying. I would have included something in Spider-Man, just something simple, not complex, just to give you a little tiny little goose peek, just a little peek under the covers of what it could be. And if people like it, expand. Sony didn't say if the cancellations will lead to job cuts. In a memo to staff reviewed by Bloomberg, the company said it's working closely with Ben and Bluepoint to determine what are the next projects and plans to do everything we can to ensure there is minimal business impact, end quote. The last 2 years have been difficult for the video game industry, which has seen tens of thousands lose their jobs in the wake of bad bets and slower growth. And that's the emphasis, right? Bad bets. Bad bets. Before I give my take here, let's just make it free to play for starters. Yeah, 100%. They should start single player, then multiplayer. Totally agree. I don't know about that. For me, it's gone forever. They'll never touch it again. I missed context there. I think a lot of people would buy for the lore of it, owning a game that has such an infamous story. Microsoft lays off employees from gaming this month. Yeah, I saw Microsoft just laid off, I think, 2,000 employees. It was like 1% of the company due to slow growth in gaming. You know, chat, to sum up the whole Sony stuff of like the live service thing, look, live service is not a bad thing. Contrary to popular belief for people online, live service is not a bad thing. I mean, look at Call of Duty. People love Call of Duty. To say people don't love Call of Duty is insane. It's a super, super popular game, but then just take it outside. People love World of Warcraft. People love Fortnite. People love live service. I mean, GTA Online, huge. People love these types of games, and if you can do it right, then it's a real winner. However, to go from zero to hero with a live service game is such a high risk. Could you do it at the level of Rockstar? Sure. But from memory, when GTA Online came out, it was a disaster. In 2013, when GTA Online first came out, it was a disaster. And they kept at it for years. Now, when you make a Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, you have the capital where you can slowly fix it. Same thing with like Fortnite. Fortnite was bad for years. And it didn't even launch the way it was. It took them being like, hey, we're making kind of like a Minecraft meets Orcs Must Die type game. And then we're going to copy Battle Royale and make our own version in 2 months. And bada boom, bada bing. Someone made a YouTube video about that. It's pretty good. So it doesn't come out of nowhere. PUBG, CSGO, 100%. I mean, look at Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is a behemoth, and that thing has been available for 20 years, just tested. Counter-Strike coming from Half-Life. And then you get Counter-Strike 1.0, then it goes all the way to 1.6, then you get Source, then you get all this stuff. You get Counter-Strike Go, then you get CS2. They've been building on it. And Sony just rolls the dice with things like Concord, and that's just too risky. It's too risky. Especially when Sony owns a stake in Bungie. Why? It's unnecessary. You have Bungie. Focus on what you have. That's a tried and true thing with Destiny. Let's get Destiny 3. It's time. Destiny 2 is too complex. So I think live service has a place. I would like to see more live service games that are good. But I would more like, if I had to put emphasis on one thing in the video game industry, is I would like these companies to hedge their bets with some smaller tests before risking it all and ruining employees' lives. These people are working for you. You have a fundamental duty to make sure they're okay. And when you are backing the stupidest ideas of all time, you are ruining their lives, not yours. And that is a real bummer. And I don't like that. So hopefully they do the right thing. Sony, I hope that you take the right message from this. People are going to go insane for Helldivers 3. It's going to be huge. I just think I don't have confidence in the AAA games industry. I feel like they just don't understand this type of just test things. You know, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. So hopefully they test some other things and we get better stuff and less cancellations. I will say a God of War live service, that's wild. For that to be the one you go live service, I mean, the choices are not great. Here, this is how we can end this on a positive segment. Let's end this on a positive segment. Sony franchises that would be good as a live service, okay? Let's go through that. PlayStation All-Stars, make a sequel. That could be live service. Chat, do we agree? I want to see PlayStation All-Stars come back. Super Smash Bros. Needs a proper competitor. PlayStation All-Stars 2, it's a live service game. Total Sense, that will work. An Astrobot Kart Racer, that is like Sony branded. That will work. SOCOM, you mentioned SOCOM in the chat. Yes, SOCOM has potential, especially now that Microsoft owns Call of Duty. There's potential. In fact, I would say there's potential for Helldivers spin-offs, you know? Make some spin-offs, dude. Like make an actual PvP Helldivers. I bet you that could work. These are things you could do. You have the franchises to do it with. But God of War as a live service? Brother, you read the room wrong. Spider-Man as a live service? Brother, you read the room wrong. The Last of Us supposed to have a multiplayer live service thing? Brother, you read the room wrong. The Last of Us multiplayer in the original is actually not bad. And same thing with Uncharted 2. It's not bad. But they're like fun little how-do-you-dos. I wouldn't say they're something you would expand as a live service. I don't think anyone wants to come back for that. That's just not what people want that brand for. So that's my opinion. I think there's potential there with live service. You have the franchise to do it. You're just focusing on the wrong thing. Yo, Fat Princess? Give us Fat Princess 2, dude. Fat Princess 2 live service. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Fat Princess. Let's go. Am I right? So that's that. That's that interesting news. Real quick, Cameron, bring it back to me, you beautiful little rascal. That was a character in All-Stars? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PlayStation should be copying Nintendo, but with the budget to do things Nintendo can't do properly. Networking. Like, Nintendo can't do that well. Never have, and they don't seem to have any interest. PlayStation All-Stars 2 is a perfect live service game. It makes sense. And you what was the WB Smash clone? What was it called? Oh, it's not coming to me. What was it called? Why did the text to speech not work? I'm scared. Oh, you messed it up. Ha! I need to be hydrated. Multiverses. There was so much hype for multiverses. You telling me there's not going to be any for PlayStation All-Stars? Poop indeed. Poop indeed. Poop for Sony's live service attempts. They've been poop. Except for Helldivers. That's been good. Also, Sony now owns a stake in Elden Ring, so that's live service.
He gargled and drank the water.
You got a problem with that? Huh? You want to go bar for bar? Let's go bar for bar, dude. Huh? Did Gym Bros like the jug? I don't think they did.
How did Jim Brothers like the jug?
I don't think they liked it. I think they had a few questions. But I will say the amount of water that jug holds, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful and goose-tastic. I prefer using this one. There's just not enough water. Other one has more water. It's just more awkward to carry. They scattered. Yeah, they weren't a fan. They were like, brother, kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Let me just quickly go through the Discord, make sure I'm not missing anything. Up. Cameron, we love you, by the way. Goose and Goslings, you all think we'll get Red Dead 2 on the Switch? He's asking the real questions, dude. Cameron, we don't love you. Cameron, you disgust us. Everyone? Cameron's disgusting. That's just a fact. Real quick, coming from the Discord.
You missed a YouTube chat.
I did? I got Platinum Black Myth Wukong 49 hours. First off, how dare you? Also, one of these is in Spanish. I don't know how to read that. While I'm leaving for now, I don't know what to do to get your attention and get you to read on YouTube. I think Twitch is where most people read. That is true. But I'm reading both. I have one here. I have one here. Okay? Eventually, I will merge them. I'm just limited because Cameron does nothing and I have to do everything.
Silk Song coming.
Really? Silk Song has been announced? This is breaking news? Is this breaking news, dude? This is breaking?
You need 6 monitors.
Honestly, I do. I don't see anything about this. I don't see anything about this. Oh, through Cake. Oh, wait. Okay. I've never played any of these games. This could be a good stream game to go through. Let's The news is in. Fresh off the presses, dude. Believe it or not, a year-old cake recipe has reignited Hollow Knight Silksong hopes for the millionth time. It sounds too good to be true. It probably is, but for the most refined Silksong copium we've seen yet. What is this? If you've been a fan of indie games over the past, 6 years since Hollow Knight Silksong was announced, you've probably been aware of the savage hunger of the gaming community at large has been for the taste of its release date. Is Hollow Knight that good? It just looks like a side-scroller Souls game. Like, no shade. I genuinely want to know. I own the game. I haven't played it. Should I be playing this game? I should play it? Okay, let me read this. This game is just that anticipated. Yeah, it's been like insane. Turns out after years of silence, a dessert recipe is the current source of hope for desperate fans, and it might just take the cake for the funniest potential Silksong tease we've seen yet. It all starts with an otherwise innocent move by a member of Team Cherry, changing their Discord tag and profile picture to a slice of delicious cake ahead of the Nintendo Switch reveal. However, eagle-eyed Silksong fans discover that if you reverse image search this cake, you come across a single online cake recipe. Suddenly, Silksong fans found the first breadcrumb, or perhaps cake crumb. Okay, buddy. That led towards some more info. This recipe is Bon Appetit's Brooklyn Blackout Cake, written and published on the food outlet's website, April 2nd, 2024, by one Rick Martinez. You remember when Bon Appetit was good? If that date sounds familiar, that's because the next Nintendo Direct has been set for April 2nd, 2025. Now you see how a little bit of fun actually started to look like a delicious tease of what's to come. But it turns out there's even more. If you look down at the comments on this Brooklyn Blackout Cake, you'll find comments by both Ari Gibson and William Pellin. They are an art director and game designer at Team Cherry, respectively. And while their comments aren't exactly smoking guns, Gibson's comment is an absolute eyebrow raiser. He comments, "I give this cake a rating out of 4 too." Another reference of the date of publication of the date of the next Nintendo Direct. Bro, is he saying that Hollow Knight Silksong is going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 launch title? Because that's kind of a W on them. That's kind of a W. If I stream Hollow Knight, then I'm there. Best game in 10 years. Best game in 10 years? Is it really that good? Chat, this is a high bar. I personally, just from looking at it, I've never seen the hype. I didn't get it. Okay. You guys were right about Black Myth Wukong, so who knows? So it seems if this little treasure hunt is to be believed, that those of you out there who have been praying for more Silksong over the last few years might actually get what you've been asking for in a mere few months. Either that or Team Cherry has gone and done the funniest joke at the expense of Silksong starved fans. Funniest and cruelest depending on your perspective. It has been a while since we've seen anything, and one hopes that good folk over at Team Cherry have been doing more than making delicious cake all these years. I'm sure they're hard at work. So with this and an already exciting Nintendo Direct has seemingly pointed to the stands in preparation for a home run. It's no understatement to say that a direct with not only a host of new Switch 2 reveals and Silk Song will be an all-timer, so please don't be a wild goose chase. Hey, he said the thing. Do you think Silk Song will actually show up in April, or are Silk Song fans cursed to say parched forever? Chat, out of 10. Okay, here's the thing. I've never played a Hollow Knight game in my life, okay? So for you guys to tell me that the game is good, I don't know the reference point. So I'm going to ask a few questions. I'm going to drop a game that I love, and you guys tell me if it's better than it, okay? Here's the thing. Because on YouTube, too, we got the Hollow Knight is a good game, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. Halo 3. Which one is better? Halo 3 or Hollow Knight? I'm going to ask multiple games. Which is better? Halo? There's no way. There's no way. Okay, two different? Okay. Two different. Which is better? Super Meat Boy? Hollow Knight. Super Meat Boy? Hollow Knight. I love Super Meat Boy. Halo 3 is the GOAT. Hollow Knight is better than Super Meat Boy. What? It's that good? Dude, Super Meat Boy is literally amazing. Super Meat Boy is like one of my favorite games of all time. Okay. Let me think. What's a good game to compare this to? Because I'm not a big fan of side-scrollers. That's the thing. That's my big problem. But it seems to be more than that. What's a good game to compare this to? Don't trust them? It's not better than Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a Metroidvania. Is this game better than... is it better than Ghost of Tsushima? I'm just like putting like AAA games. It's not going to make sense. I need a 2D game that I can ask. What can I compare this to? I'm going to literally open up my Steam library right now to see what I can compare this to. Because I feel like y'all are just saying nice things. There's no way. There's no way. Okay. Is this game better than Balatro? Is Hollow Knight better than Balatro? Yes, no in the chat. Is Hollow Knight better than Hotline Miami? Yes, no in the chat. It's better than Metroid Dread? I never played Metroid Dread. Because again, it's like, as soon as it gets in the side scroller, I'm like, it feels like it's been done. Jug. Yes. It doesn't improve my gambling addiction like Balatro. Ori is better. I didn't like Ori. It bored me. I thought it looked beautiful. Everything about it was great. It just bored me. Both of them. I never clicked with me. Never clicked with me. I don't know why. And not to say it wouldn't click if I tried it again, but it just never did. So I won't like Hollow Knight. Interesting. Ori is not better. You guys are all over the place. Okay, so maybe this is a game that we play on stream and we see which one's actually good. Hollow Knight is the best Metroidvania in the past decade, only comparable to Ori and the Blind Forest. Huh. Interesting. That comes from YouTube from Church of Sleep. You beautiful goose-tastic individual. We love you, Church of Sleep. Okay, chat. This could be a game that we play on stream. I'm going to think about it. But right now, chat, coming in from our Discord, I think we should watch a video submitted by one individual, a singular individual, who goes by the name of AIXE. Okay? AIXE submitted this video that I think it'd be fun for us to react to. So let me put this in, and then we're going to finish off with Guess That Game. I have to do a bathroom break. How did you know? Chat, give me 2 seconds. We're going to do a bathroom break, and then we're going to we'll react. Give me 2 seconds. Bathroom break time. You guys be very nice with the text to speech. And then we're going to rock and roll.
Have nice trip.
Thank you. Look at my new jeans. Aren't they nice? Cake level. Goose.
Remember to flush.
I will.
Clap those cheeks. Don't pee on the seat. Poutine is mid. Those wires, bruh. Watch out for the wall. I saw a burglar running across the room.
How dare you? Are you guys talking about my wires? No Levis, shame. I know, these are my first non-Levis. What happened to
the room?
What do you mean? What's wrong with the room? What's wrong with it? These? Talking about these? Didn't hear that sink?
I didn't hear the sink.
Chad! It was used. Don't be. Chad, what is happening? I don't have the Levis. This is my first non-Levis. It's my first non-Levis jeans, actually. It's not even a joke. You know, Levis decided not to sponsor the Goose. Guess what happens?
Bucky says hi.
Yo, what up, Bucky? Beautiful dog. Beautiful. Right? That's my Goose brain already forgot.
Scared of us being able to read the sizes on Levis.
Yo, you trying to say I'm not caked up, dude? I'm caked up. Chat. Okay. Straight up, I'm best there is. Ain't no two ands or ifs about it. All right. All right, chat. We got a banger of a video. A banger of a video, dude. Banger. Let's swap over. Let's swap way over. Okay? Let's swap way over. All right. Everything seems to be legit. Everything is good on that end. Good. Okay, so this was submitted by AIXC on the Discord, and I thought this was really interesting to discuss. This is coming from Neo Co, really small creator. So this video did really well for him. So let's show him some support. Let me. I'll put the link in the comments a billion times. Let's show some support, some love, you know. And then, hold on. Bada boom, bada bing. Did I post it? Okay, I did. Literally didn't show. Okay, let's... Oh, I gotta get rid of the death count. Death count out. Let's check this out. This is... Hold on. 1080p, baby. This is why game optimization sucks now. My keyboard is broken. My keyboard is broken, and I hate it. Okay, sorry. Hold on, let me get my coffee in. Okay, so this is why game optimization sucks now. Let's see this. Let's go into this.
It's no secret that with each passing year, games become harder and harder to run. With every studio trying their best to push games beyond what was previously possible and making each new project look better than the last. But there's a problem. While new games look amazing, studios seem to forget a very important element of a good gaming experience. See, the problem with bad optimization is you are effectively alienating almost 90% of your player base.
Yes.
According to Steam's 2024 hardware survey, only around 10% of Steam users actually have newer hardware that is capable of running these games at their recommended settings. And with only around 28% of users having more than 8 GB of VRAM, which is almost a requirement at this point. Your first reaction might be, well, just buy a new PC. And while
a YouTuber using data. We love to have that. I already love everything this man's saying is amazing. The fact that he's coming at it with data. We love it. I couldn't agree more. This is a fantastic point.
That might have been a good solution a few years ago, it's not really a possibility today for most of us when a brand new graphics card costs a down payment on a house. Factor in all the other overpriced PC components and you're looking at the price of a used car just to be able to play a new game at a decent frame rate. So who's at fault here? Lazy developers who don't optimize their games? Scalpers driving up the prices of PC components? Or gaming technology not keeping up? Well, it's all of the above. So let's take a deeper look into why game optimization sucks.
Okay, game performance, let's do this.
When talking about game performance, the metric you use to measure it is frames per second, or FPS for short, which means how many rendered frames your graphics card is able to output in 1 second. The higher the number is, the smoother your game will feel.
100%.
For decades, 24 FPS has been the standard in the world of filmmaking, giving movies a more cinematic feel. However, when it comes to gaming, 24 FPS would be considered unplayable to the majority of gamers.
100%.
The reason for that is the rising popularity of online competitive games, which require split-second reaction times, where a single frame could be the difference between winning or losing.
I'll be honest, right off the rip, like, I've hit the point now where 60 frames kind of has to be the thing. I'm sick and tired of playing these games that just don't work or feel like they're going to explode. Like 30 frames, I feel like I loved Halo 3 growing up. That was 30 frames. Just the 60 frame version is better. It feels better. It looks smoother. I just want quality performance. When I play games like Tears of the Kingdom, for instance, which are 30 frames, and it like when you drop on 30 frames, it feels so bad. When you drop on 60, it's not as big of a deal. And when you drop on 30, it just looks like your game's going to break. I would rather games launch 60 and look a little bit worse than go for graphics and like barely make 30. Personally for me.
Another factor to consider is the increasing popularity of high refresh rate displays. While 60Hz was the standard up until the late 2000s, most people today would consider 144Hz to be the bare minimum to be able to compete in online games, with some monitors going as high as 500Hz. However, to be able to bring out your monitor's full potential, your FPS should equal or exceed the monitor's refresh rate. Because even if your PC is able to push 300 FPS, if you're stuck with a 60Hz monitor, your eyes will not be able to see anything above 60 FPS.
Exactly.
Because your display doesn't refresh at a high enough frequency. So now that we know what FPS and refresh rates are, let's see how that plays into game optimization. See, to make a game run well, developers have to pay attention to a bunch of different factors like texture, shaders, and lighting, all of which have varying degrees of performance impact. Things like shadows and ambient occlusion.
Wait, whoa. What is this from? This looks incredible. What game is this? The heck? This looks like real life. What the heck is this? This is a game?
Tend not to affect VRAM usage that much, but things such as texture quality, anti-aliasing...
This is Cyberpunk? Bro, what the heck? This looks insane. Does this even run well? What do you need to run this? You need like a $7,000 PC?
post-processing usually result in a big performance hit, especially on older hardware. So how do we deal with that? Well, the first and the most obvious solution is to turn down all the settings as low as they'll go and call it a day. And while that works for people who are only after performance, most of us don't want to play a game that looks like a Roblox tycoon. So the next solution is to use a magic new technology called upscaling.
Yeah.
What upscaling does is it runs your game at a lower resolution and then, as the name suggests, upscales it to your native monitor resolution, giving you increased performance while also allowing the game to look good. Right? Well, look, technology like AMD's FSR and Nvidia's DLSS should work in theory, but it usually just results in a blurry, pixelated mess which makes the gaming experience not enjoyable. Okay, so you might say, you can't have it both ways. You can't run older hardware while also expecting ultra graphics and great performance, and I agree. If you're using a 5-year-old graphics card, you have to get used to your games not looking great and rely on upscaling to run the latest titles, but there's a bigger issue in all of this. Now, when I say lazy developers, I'm not literally saying there are developers working on games that are just too lazy to optimize their game for a wider range of systems.
Right.
What I'm referring to is game companies prioritizing profit and short development times over a good experience for the end consumer. So
You see, this is the thing that I think is incredibly incorrect. Like, the idea that the video game companies are going for graphics for profit, I just don't think that is the truth. I think what's happening is you have companies like Nvidia reaching out to these companies, offering deals to, showcase their graphics cards so they look incredible. So there's that aspect. But then, like, at the end of the day, chat, unfortunately, we live in a world where graphics sells. Okay, do I think the games would play better at 60 with lower graphical fidelity? Yes. Do I think the games would be better? Yes. Do I think the games would be as easily marketed in a world where people will literally swipe within 1 second if they're not entertained immediately? Not so much. Like that Cyberpunk mod that you guys were talking about, that caught my eye. Regardless of how it played, from a marketing perspective, I was immediately hooked and I went, whoa, that looks crazy. You could say the same thing here for Horizon. This looks amazing. And you can do that through multiple different ways, like graphical fidelity, foliage. I feel like foliage is such a huge seller. Like Ghost of Tsushima looks incredible because of the foliage moving with all the flowers and stuff. It's incredible. So unfortunately, I think the reason they go for graphics in a world where, as the creator shows, the data doesn't support people. Sorry, my monitor just died there for a second. It's back. The data shows that people can't even run this stuff. I think the reason they're doing the graphics is strictly just a marketing perspective, right? Like they want to sell their game so that people buy it. And if they released a game, unfortunately, that didn't look like crazy, as much as a lot of us are saying it doesn't have to, I think there'd be a lot of people who say this looks bad. I mean, look at the Switch 2. Switch 2 comes out, this is Nintendo, and we have people being like 1080p screen in 2025 is crazy. Brother, it's Nintendo. If you thought Nintendo was going to release a 4K handheld, which, by the way, a 4K handheld might be one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of in my life. What would be the point when the screen is literally 10 inches? You're lost. There's gamers today, take the gamer part out. There's people today who just see bigger number, better product at the end of the day, unfortunately. And that's the problem. That's the problem right here. And game developers are kind of stuck with that. Nintendo isn't, because they built a brand off not doing that. And yet, even in that case, where everybody knows how Nintendo operates, there's still people being like, dude, 1080p LCD in 2025 is bad. What are we talking about, bro? It's like, brother, get out of here. You're nasty.
While it's expected that people running older systems will have to rely on upscaling to reach a good frame rate, it's becoming increasingly more common for studios to rely purely on upscaling instead of making their game run well in the first place.
This is true.
With some games not even being able to run smoothly on high-end systems.
This is true.
Let's take the new Silent Hill 2 remake, for example. Even their system requirements clearly state that you should use upscaling technology, because when you don't, the game is so poorly optimized that running it on a $3,000 graphics card will result in frame rates like these.
You know who's the king of that?
Yeah.
I paused it right at a black screen. I thought I did something bad. You know who's the king of optimization? Valve. Literally every game Valve has is so well optimized. It runs on a potato and it runs smooth. Like, I've never had a single problem with any Valve game in my experience. Playing Half-Life Alyx on a VR headset, just Valve is just the kings of that, of optimization. Like, even down to, right, if you look in Half-Life Alyx, there's actually Counter-Strike 2 has it now. You can get these Molotovs, right, where the liquid inside of the Molotov is moving around and shining and bubbling as it is being moved in the hand, right? Because obviously VR, you can twist and turn, but the same thing happens in Counter-Strike 2. There's no physics happening whatsoever. It is strictly Valve being incredibly smart, hiring someone to build a shader that generates the entire physics of it, but it's all faked. It's incredibly optimized, and Valve is the king of that. And I think there's a lot of gaming companies who take a lot of lessons from that stuff. And it's no surprise to me how Valve is where they are, honestly. John Molotov. Yo, shout out John Molotov, the disgusting little rat. That's called passion. Couldn't agree more.
That's an RTX 4090. So what's causing this horrible performance? And is it really the developer's fault? Well, yeah. See, when installing a mod that allows you to remove all of the fog, you might notice something. That's right. All of the buildings and objects that would not be visible without this mod are still being rendered at their highest quality even when you're really far away. Which is really ironic because the original version on the PlayStation 1 used the fog to increase performance. So there's no one else to blame.
Okay, so just to elaborate on what he said here, effectively what's happening is your computer, from the game's perspective, what he's saying is the game has, your character going through fog. The fog is obscuring the elements beyond the fog, and yet the game is still going out of its way to render all these buildings inside the fog you can't see at high detail. That is the problem. It's little things like that where the game developers should, in theory, right, they should go, this isn't being seen by the player. This should be hidden to increase performance. There's no need for you to render a giant building if you're nowhere near to see it, and if it's obviously obscured by the fog. So that's a fantastic point. And the fact that the previous generation consoles did it when this game originally came out, like, that's I fundamentally believe, to jump on top of that point, that the previous generation consoles, like the Gen 5, 6, and 7 consoles specifically, they had such insane hardware limitations that it forced the developers to get creative and crazy with the optimizations. And you got really great playing games and amazing games on these platforms in a way that these newer consoles that are essentially just PCs, I feel like everyone is, as the creator mentions in the video, lazy is probably not the right word, but it's like they've gotten soft is kind of the way. And it's a shame because, a lot of the money-making games that are happening these days are coming from remakes. And that kind of tells you all you need to know, right? It's like we'd rather play those old games. But even in those cases, some of the remakes aren't even being made properly. It's interesting.
But the developers for not properly optimizing their game and relying purely on upscaling to make the game run well. The reason people are so enraged with upscaling spreading like cancer in the industry is because even flagship systems like the PlayStation 5 Pro are now starting to utilize their own versions of this technology. So why are we paying thousands of dollars for high-end hardware when these studios rely on shortcuts to make games playable? Then you also have to factor in the increasing popularity of ray tracing in games, with some modern titles not even allowing you to turn it off, basically forcing you to use upscaling if you even dare to play on a PC that's not the price of your car.
Ray tracing and 4K is so overrated. Not necessary. The best cases I've ever seen of ray tracing are on older games, like Half-Life 2, Quake, Doom. I've never seen ray tracing in newer games and been like, yeah, I need that. I usually turn it off because it runs horribly.
And for what? So a random puddle can have more realistic reflections? Like seriously, most people can't even tell the difference if you don't tell them which game is using ray tracing and which one isn't. But
this is such a fantastic point, and this is a giant problem, okay? Because again, in the case where I was saying earlier, where the game needs to be marketed, yes, the game looks good. They're going for their 4K graphics, the RTX, like ray tracing, all that garbage. If I sat you in your living room and played the game on medium settings, you'd probably still think it looks good because you're not comparing anything. This is where kind of there's a little bit of a problem with places like Digital Foundry doing the comparisons, where it's so nitty gritty. Because the average person is going to sit on the TV, have zero reference point for what they're seeing to compare it to. They're just locked into the game. And had I put two TVs and one's playing on high, one's playing on medium, then the user might be able to pick the right one. But overall, when you're playing a game, you're not comparing it. So it's just unnecessary to do all this stuff. And I wish, honestly, video game companies would be able to market their games based off things that matter. Gameplay and story. This is why I'm a huge believer when games are revealed, like at the Game Awards or E3. CG trailers should be banned. Just show me a 5-minute uninterrupted gameplay. This is what Ghost of Tsushima did. This is what the old Call of Duties back in the day used to do. Like, that was a thing with the old Call of Duties. They'd show you a piece of the campaign, then they'd play through the whole thing, right? In engine, right there. And then it would cut and be like, in the interest of time, you go into the next section, and it would still be uninterrupted gameplay. Gears of War did it. This is what we should be doing. Tell the story, show the gameplay. That's it. We don't need to market off of crazy visuals, because at the end of the day, what would you rather be? Transformers or Oppenheimer? Like, which type of movie are you going for? Because Transformers, the whole thing is like, this is just a bunch of CG. It's going to be crazy. But then, Oppenheimer, it's like, we're going for a movie. I think games have been focusing way too much on the CG Transformer side and need to come back to reality. That is what I'd love to see for Gen 9 and specifically Gen 10 games.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not in any way saying I'm against nice graphics or gaming technology progressing forward, but can we at least make current games run well before we make games for the hardware we don't even have yet? Sure, keep ray tracing for the people who can afford to spend money on the absolute high-end hardware, but let's not build games around ray tracing and then cut corners and find...
I will say, yeah, like, please support both. Like, that's sick. That's sick. If people want to do this, that's the thing. Like, the 1% will spend the money. The 1% will spend the money. Don't make the game for the 1%. But the 1% will spend a ridiculous amount. Like, if CD Projekt Red came out with Cyberpunk 2077 the way it is, and then they said, here's Cyberpunk 2077 Plus, which is like an insane amount of mods to make it look like this. Like, they do it in-house, and they release the game for $200 for only that 1%. It will sell, and it will do perfectly fine. Not everybody needs it. I'm not advocating they do that, but I'm saying that would definitely work.
Shortcuts to make them run at an acceptable frame rate. Companies should make games around the average consumer and not around the current flagship components, because your average player is now running a 4090. So let's talk about why your average player is not using a 4090.
Alright, let's get into it.
As I briefly mentioned before, a big reason for these insane prices besides corporate greed are scalpers. A scalper is someone that buys as many PC components as possible as they get released, usually using different software and bots that are 1,000 times faster than an actual human trying to buy a GPU, and when the supply runs out, they sell it for an insane markup, making them tens of millions of dollars in the process. For example, back in 2020 during lockdowns, there were huge chip shortages resulting in lower production of graphics cards and GPUs, meaning the prices for these components were astronomical. But in that same year, Nvidia released their 30 series of graphics cards, which were more expensive than usual for that exact reason, but when scalpers bought up all the stock, the prices of these GPUs skyrocketed. Meaning that if an RTX 3080 was being sold by Nvidia for $700, scalpers would sell that same GPU for around $1,300. So the price of these components nearly doubled. And with the insane price increase of these components, it became really hard for any new player to get into PC gaming, because back then, to build a mid-range PC would cost you up to $3,000. To sum it all up, it really does come...
This is a tough problem to solve, in all honesty. The cards are... pick anything that people have a high demand for and limited supply. This is basic economics. Like, people are going to do what they can to grab all of it. We actually saw this exact same thing happen with Concord. I'm sure if we search up Concord right now, the physical disc of PlayStation 5, like they cost more than the original game. I would suspect. I would just guess because there's just low supply, and there's some people who will want to pay for that. And in this case, everybody wanted those NVIDIA cards. Everybody wanted the series, well, not really, but everybody wanted the PlayStation 5, right? So those consoles had crazy markup. I remember the PlayStation 5 was getting scalped left and right. And there's not much you can really do besides like limit how many you can purchase on the account level, maybe only physical sales at select stores, connect your PSN account. You know, there's not much you can do, but at the end of the day, what's the company's actual goal? It's to sell the consoles. They don't really care how they're sold at the end of the day. That's the thing that sucks, but that's the truth. They want to just sell their PlayStation 5s. They want to sell their NVIDIA graphics cards. If scalpers buy them all and then do it on the black market, that's not their problem. They got their sales, and they're a publicly traded company. So, man, it is tricky, dude. It is tricky. I don't know how you solve it besides like linking an account, but like that doesn't always work. It doesn't always work. These scalpers they're crafty, man. They're very, very crafty.
Down to a combination of studios simply not caring about optimization and the fact that it's insanely expensive to get into PC gaming right now. And as of writing this script, Nvidia just revealed their 50 series of graphics cards, claiming that the RTX 5070 is as powerful as an RTX 4090, and of course, as expected, the wording is very careful and they made sure to include that it's as powerful as a 4090 when using DLSS and AI technology. So in reality, it's probably not even that close. But the good thing, however, is the price, where a 4090 right now goes for anywhere around $2,000 to $3,000. You could pick up a 5070 for around $600, but of course that's before all the scalpers get to it. A more realistic price for the 5070 in the first few months or even a year is around $1,500 if you're considering buying it for your next build. But that pretty much wraps it up. I really appreciate you watching this video and sticking around up to this point, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what your opinion is on all this, and I'll see you next time when I decide to upload. Bye bye.
It's an amazing video. What an amazing video by a small creator. This is Nako. The absolutely amazing script writing, dude. Amazing script writing. Kept me engaged the entire time. This guy killed it. Made his points 100%. Very, very great job. So I posted the link there in the chat. Game optimization. I mean, here's the uncomfortable truth. To sum up my feelings on the matter, I think everything he's saying is 100%, and yet people are still buying the games, myself included. Unfortunately, I'm trying to do it for content creation's sake, but, you know, I can't escape the fact that, like, we're all buying these games. Like, I bought Body Cam. It looks insane. It looks insanely realistic, but I know it's not available for everyone to play because it requires an incredible amount of specs. So it's tricky. I think the only way this gets solved is if people stop buying the games. Like at the end of the day, if people don't buy them, then they're going to have to change it up. Or there's another way, and that's if people release games that are so well produced, well optimized, and they get such an incredible astronomical amount of sales, then it can change things, right? That can change things. I mean, for a small, tiny example, when Witcher 3 sold as well as it did, we saw literally Ubisoft change Assassin's Creed. It was like, oh, we're just going to copy that. So it really depends, but like all the strength comes down to the consumer. Like if you're buying certain things, you vote with your wallet, which is like an overused phrase, but at the end of the day, that is the truth. Money talks. And I'm not a big fan of this. The poor optimization. Like personally, I feel whenever I play certain games with you guys on stream, sometimes I'm always like, man, I feel like this could just explode any second. And I don't like that. I don't like the idea that a game can just explode at any second. It feels like it's going to die. And I'm running it on a mega PC where most people can't do that, right? And this is why you can't see it's out of frame here, but this is why I bought that old CRT TV and I've been playing on these old console games. They just run well. I mean, not all N64 games run well, but most of them are running well, and the CRT makes them look a specific way that I find appealing. It's just nice. I think we've hit a point in technology where we can just stop. And I would, again, like to emphasize we should focus on story and gameplay. And I don't know why that is not the focus, but I really, truly hope that we get back to the times where that was the focus, you know? Gameplay is king and story is queen. And I think marry those together and you got a heck of a game. Chat, that was Nako. He absolutely slayed. What an amazing, amazing video. Incredible stuff here. We're getting some Stranger Times. On the YouTube side from Chroma Trescu, the question of Switch 2 equals can it run the last VRAM of Us Part 1? Crazy boy. Crazy boy. Nothing will happen. Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think anything will happen. The storytelling, not only in games, but movies and TV shows, has went to crap. Yeah, a lot of people are forgetting the power of storytelling. I truly believe there's going to be a huge disruption in video games for people who actually care about storytelling. And game developers are going to start to see how important storytelling is. In my opinion, storytelling is a big deal. I got a video where I talk about that coming up on the main channel, where I literally graph out the story of a series. I graph out player retention, and you can see story matters, dude. It matters a lot. On the YouTube side, this game literally makes every handheld into a mini microwave. Does it really? Oh, that's crazy. GTA 6 is our last hope. Yeah, God bless Rockstar. The Kings. The Kings. I mean, they got their own issues, but God bless them. I was actually having a discussion with someone the other day. Chat, who would we say are the top 5 game developers? Like Rockstar and Valve are on the top 5, right? Rockstar, Valve, Nintendo. Those three, definitely top 5. Who else? I'm trying to think what the definitive... Capcom? Yeah, Capcom's been killing it lately. I would say the past like 5 years, Capcom's been on fire. Okay? But they had some issues. Monster Hunter Peak. I've never played a Monster Hunter, and that Monster Hunter Wild game, I think I might stream it with you guys. You think Epic? Epic... I think technically you're right with Epic, but for whatever reason, it doesn't fill me with joy to say Epic's on the top 5. Team Cherry, I don't think Team Cherry can be on the top 5 without multiple releases. Regardless of how good their one game is, you need multiple games. From Software could be on the top 5. I would say From Software, Rockstar, Nintendo, Valve. Sony. Sony's not a bad choice. To be honest, Sony's not a bad choice. Definitely not Ubisoft. Definitely not Microsoft. Insomniac. Insomniac is interesting. Insomniac is interesting. I would say Insomniac makes fantastic games, sometimes making exceptional games. But I don't think they're always in the 90 range in the way that Rockstar is. Square Enix, no. Square Enix has too many L's. CD Projekt, I would have said maybe had they not screwed the pooch with Cyberpunk and then earned their respect. Oh yeah, Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's up there. Naughty Dog is up there. Blizzard dropped off, dude. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Holy smokes. Blizzard. You used to be goated. Overwatch 2, Diablo 4. Dude, did you ever think you'd see the day where Blizzard... Sony Santa Monica? That's a good one. Sony Santa Monica is a good one for sure. I can't give it to No Man's Sky Hello Games because Hello Games had to earn back the respect for No Man's Sky, yes. But like the Joe Danger games were never like S tier. Like I don't think they're S. Like, look, say what you say about Hello Games, but would you really put them beside a Rockstar? That's what we're saying here. That's what we're saying here. Who's the Mount, like who are the faces you'd put on the Mount Rushmore of gaming? Nintendo, Valve, Rockstar. I take back the Sony thing because Sony's pretty much a publisher, so it'd have to be a developer. Naughty Dog might be the one. But you're gonna get some sass for putting Naughty Dog up there. Not that I care about that. Blizzard pre-Activision. Honestly, I would say Blizzard, Overwatch release and back. When Overwatch 1 came out, people forget Overwatch 1 was a huge, huge deal. They continuously improved their game for 6 straight years. Yeah, I know Hello Games did that, but I wouldn't put them beside a Rockstar. No way. I'd put Nintendo beside a Rockstar. I'd put FromSoft beside a Rockstar. I'd feel confident with that. Naughty Dog, I could see myself putting them beside a Rockstar. I could. Their new game, the way they announced it, not my favorite. Again, I just put gameplay and story. What are we doing? Stop with the CG stuff. Like, I get the vibes, but come on. Gameplay. I'm surprised Mr. Dane Lemon hasn't said Mr. Simpson's Simpsons Hit and Run. New Naughty Dog game looks like it could go either way. I agree. It could. I like the appeal. I like the vibe, but we'll see. I'm trying to think who would be the fourth. There's got to be someone else. Top game companies. Someone say 343. See what happens in chat. Someone say it. See what happens. Radical Entertainment. Game Science. Look, Game Science did great with Black Myth Wukong, but just one game is not enough to put you on the Mount Rushmore.
343.
You disgust me. You absolutely disgust me. What did Radical Entertainment make again? Those are the Time Splitter guys, right? Oh, Simpsons Hit and Run. You disgusting little individual. Oh, they're Canadian. Huh. He got me, dude. He got me. Epic Wolf YouTube. 343. You disgust me. PopCap? Ain't no way PopCap is up there. Ain't no way. God. I don't know who I put. Video game companies. Take-Two, Sony, Bioware.
Retro Studios.
Yeah, Retro's pretty good, but I would put that under Nintendo. But I guess Nintendo's a publisher. Nintendo's weird. They just got weird company names like Nintendo Team 1, Team 2. Remember when Bioware was up there? You guys remember that? God. Remember when Bioware was untouchable? Remember when Bungie was untouchable? Remember when Bethesda was untouchable? You guys remember the 7th generation when everybody was at their peak? You guys remember that? Man, that was a good time. Devolver Digital, I think they're just a publisher. Obsidian's pretty good. I just wouldn't put them on the same level as a Rockstar or a FromSoft. There's just no way. There's no way. Zynga, the man said Zynga. Yeah, we're going to play Guess That Game. Guess that name. Hold on. Hold. Chat, hold. You're not holding. Hold. Here.
Holding.
Before we go to Guess That Game, we need to find who is it going to be? Platinum? No. Telltale? No. I don't know who it would be. From Software, Rockstar, Nintendo, which I don't see Nintendo here. Telltale is easily top 10. They went out of business. There's no way I'm giving them top 10. No way. Remember when Team Ninja was awesome too? You guys remember that? You guys remember when EA made Need for Speed games that were Underground and Underground 2 and Most Wanted? It's a good time. Remember when Sega was cool? Actually, apparently that new Sonic game, Generations, well, it's like a... I love Sonic Generations. Whatever it was, the Sonic Generations Shadow, like they added stuff. Dude, I love that game. I want that game to go on sale so I can get it. Volition. Yo, remember Volition with the Saints Row? Holy, Neversoft. Oh my god. Yo, remember Neversoft? Tony Hawk, Spider-Man games? Bro. Dude, you just got me feeling some type of way. You got me feeling some type of way, dude. Remember when Dice was amazing? Actually, I played Battlefield 2042 the other day, and I was having a great time with the gang. I was having a great time with the gang. Shout out to any of the gang who's watching. Shout out to the gang. Remember when LucasArts games were W's? Sega! Team Ninja was a W. Man, I'm trying to think. I got nothing. Same thing with Rocksteady. Remember when Rocksteady was a freaking W? As of 2025, January 2025, the largest video game companies in the world ranked by revenue are number one, Sony Entertainment. Really? Sony Entertainment makes more on the gaming side than Microsoft? I guess that's pre Activision Blizzard, right? Then Nintendo, EA, Valve, Epic. I think it has to go to Epic, right? I'm not happy about it going to Epic, but it kind of has to go to Epic. They've changed so much in the video game industry. Okay, so Nintendo, Valve, Rockstar, Epic. Is that what we're saying? That's on the Mount Rushmore? I think it's those. Honestly, I might even say Capcom. I think I might say Capcom. Honestly, Capcom's been killing it lately. Like, let's be real. Capcom, the past 5 years, Capcom's literally been just cooking left and right. Capcom's been a giant W. Their remakes, incredible. That's how you do remakes, by the way. Video game companies, look at me. You want to do remakes? Look at Capcom. Do that. Oh, you know who's a pretty good developer that no one's mentioned yet? Dude, NetherRealm has been cooking. Has NetherRealm had a bad game? Obviously, they used to be Midway, but straight up, has NetherRealm ever had a bad game? The Injustice games, goated. The Mortal Kombat games, goated. NetherRealm might be up there, dude. NetherRealm might be up there. Honestly, NetherRealm, if you're listening, look, Injustice versus Mortal Kombat. Make it happen. Did you play Dangerous Dave? I have not played Dangerous Dave. Should I play it? We're going to try to bring back Subs Sunday in 2025. We're going to have community votes on what to play. We're going to try to do that. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we're going to try. Give it the old college try. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'm going to get some hydration going. And then, Mr. Danny Lemon, you are banned. Okay, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Can't wait for the Hollow Knight stream. Will I die in Hollow Knight based off my performance in Wukong? Is that a game where you die a lot? I feel like I wouldn't die. Right? It's a kid's game.
Yes, you will.
You're wrong. You're wrong. No, I'm not going to die. You guys are wrong. Do I need a death count? All right, we're going to be playing Guess That Game in just a matter of seconds. And remember, if you win, you win. You win a little gifted sub. So if you win, you're going to want to win. But real quick, let me take a bathroom break. I'll play some music, and we'll be on our way. Okay? We've got a first-time chatter, the Bloody Sonata.
Pinocchio.
Coming out of the woodwork to tell me I will, in fact, die in Hollow Knight. I appreciate that. Shout out our first-time chatters. We love them. We love them. Okay, be right back. We'll get some water.
Hello, Neckbeard. Small bladder. Short king bladder. People forget Ghosts of Tahiti was a top-tier game, and it's sad. Don't miss and flush.
Hydration is cool. I love hydration. I am a hydration champion.
Why display Majora if never play?
That's a good question. It's because it looks sick. That's why. That's why. I mean, look at this thing. Whether I played it or not. I mean, I've started it. I didn't finish it. No comments in the chat, please. But that is like literally one of the sickest covers I've ever seen in my life. Why is this not being done more? Why? This is what I'm saying with like the physical games that we have today. They've taken such a giant L. Such a giant L.
Goose can't finish.
Cameron, I thought we banned him. Look at this. My favorite restaurants in Canada? McDonald's.
How does it taste?
Tastes pretty bad, dude. Favorite restaurants in Canada? Man. Yo, Pizza gets too much hate, alright? That's a fine establishment.
Dog will chew on it.
That's a fine establishment. Also, chat, Papa John's is freaking L. Papa John's disgusting, dude. Yo, shout out Booster Juice. That's a fine establishment too. Shout out Mr. Pretzel, dude. Shout out Mr. Pretzel, dude. In fact, if we have any Canadians, I would ask you, please give me your restaurant suggestions in the food channel on Discord. I would love that. I'd actually love that. I'll go to them and I'll take pics. Goose doesn't respect the pita pit. I've never heard of pita pit, but I'll look at it.
Will you show your dog?
I'll show my dog when you show me respect. Sorry, it took a little bit.
Please go to Pronto.
Pronto? What's Pronto? Pronto? Tonto? I don't know what Pronto is, but I'll go to it. I'll go anywhere. I love food, dude. I freaking love food. Some call me a foodie. Some call me a goosey. Some call me. Okay? Some do it. Ghost Tahiti or Tsushima? Listen to me. Listen to me, you little rascals. Okay, hold on. Let me get my guess that game stuff prepared. Let me prepare it. I'm preparing.
And food love you.
I do love food. I need to post my cheat meals in the chat. Dude, I know. I actually always forget. I goldfish every single time. I literally start eating it. And then I finish it and I go, I should have posted that. Yesterday I ate pizza. I ate Korean barbecue chicken nuggies.
Posted the address and video on the food channel.
We're confirming. We're confirming. Hold. Wait, it doesn't? Oh, okay, it does. Oh, this is the Alberta place of, the pizza person. All right, noted. Noted. The man's spoken. Quite frankly, we're going to listen. Chad, it's time for the greatest game show on earth. But it can't start. It can't start until someone says the magic words. That's just the fact. The fact is, the greatest game show on the planet cannot start without the words we all know and love. Can someone just say the words? Anyone in this chat, say it. That's close. We're close.
Rigid guess that game.
It's close enough. Because chat, it's time for Guess That Game, the greatest game show to ever exist. Quite frankly, get the hype levels up, because on this game show, we got 10 new games, 10 crazy games, we got fan favorites, we got some hidden gems, and quite frankly, if you win Guess That Game, you get a gifted sub from yours truly. Holy smokes, are you not a Guess That Gamer? Let's find out who wins. We're going to change it up a little bit today, because today we're going to throw in some user reviews. If you can guess the game from the user review, that shows you are the ultimate gamer. As a reminder again, if you win, you become the ultimate gamer, your picture is taken, posted in the Discord forever, and you get a gifted sub to join the Discord forever. It's Guess That Game time, baby. It's Guess That Game time. And this first game is going to be a doozy. Let's start, shall we? And I'm going to start by reading a user review. Cameron, shut the music off. Let's start, shall we? It's the first time reading a user review, so I got to pick a good one here. Let's do this. For the first game, the first user review is: what a time sink, for good and for bad. The game has a lot of things to do around your island at first, but it does tend to get a bit repetitive after 200 hours or so. But even then, you could continue perfecting your island or spending more time with the DLC, which could be a great experience. Overall, it is the game we all needed at the time, but now the lack of substantial content drops have limited its replay value. 8 by Lord Poshman. 8 out of 10. Chat, some of you got it right, but remember, you need to spell it exactly as the game, and we have a winner. Just like that, immediately right out the rip. Cameron, stop it, because we have a winner. Holy smokes, holy guacamole. The Pedro Meister, last week's winner. Coming out the gate strong. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. It's not rigged, you're just bad. It's not rigged, you're just bad. That is the official tag of the show. That's what people say. You're not rigged. It's not rigged, you're just bad. That is the first game. Holy smokes, you guys got it really fast. That was dramatically faster than I thought. Okay, let's do the next one. Game number 2. Of course, the points increase as you go forward, so this second game will be worth 2 points. Let me just type it in here. I'll get the user reviews. Okay. Bada boom. Bada bing. Boom. All right. The next game. The next game, chat. Are you ready? The next game. Let me go through. And I will be redacting the name of the game or franchise from these review. This comes from Igloo Man, who gives this game a 1 out of 10. Take everything that people thinks made blank good. Give it to your C team and rush it out the door, and you get the ungodly mess that is blank. Ugly characters, dull visuals, terrible story, buggy gameplay, choppy performance, monotonous open world activities, laughably worse combat, and terrible world building. Frankly, if I didn't laugh at the glitches and bugs, I would have given it a 0. That 1 point on my score is a pity point due to the comedic nature of the glitches. Once again, coming from Igloo Man. We already have some guesses. Concord, This is incorrect. Battlefield 2042, fantastic guess. This is incorrect. Overwatch 2, fantastic guess, incorrect. Halo 5, Mr. Danny Lemon, that is the best guess. I wish that was the answer. This is incorrect. Chat, none of you are getting close, so I will offer a singular hint. This game was published by EA. EA, published by EA. Star Wars Outlaws, incorrect. Published by Ubisoft. Halo Infinite should be correct, but yet it isn't. It is incorrect. The Sims 4, incorrect. Veilguard, fantastic guess. It's not how you spell it, but incorrect. Next hint, hint number 3. Hint number 3. This is set in a sci-fi universe. Published by EA, set in a sci-fi universe, and Igloo Man gave it a 1 out of 10. I will repeat Igloo Man's comment. Oh, we might have someone here. We might have someone. They're not spelling it the correct way. Of course, remember, the title must be spelled exactly. Chat, we have a winner. We have a winner stealing it. Absolutely stealing it. We have a winner, and that winner is... We get a round of applause for the thief of joy that is AIXE, taking 2 points and stealing it from Apex Goblin TV. So close, missing the colon. Mass Effect Andromeda. So again, Igloo Man says 1 out of 10. Take everything that people thinks made Mass Effect good and give it to your C team. Rush it out the door, and you get the ungodly mess that is Mass Effect Andromeda. Couldn't agree more. I absolutely hated this. It was disgusting for us Mass Effect fans to even touch. Disgusts me, and just like that, Apex gets robbed. But that's just the type of game that we're dealing with over here. AIXE gets 2 points, rocketing to the top. AIXE, you absolute stallion. We love to have it. Now this next game. This is going to be an interesting user review. Real quick, chat, how are we liking the user reviews? We liking them? They're funny, right? Game sucks. Game sucks. Oh, that's so funny. Look, I'm about spreading joy, but Mass Effect Andromeda hurt me in ways that I can't allow. Okay? But this next game, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about this next game. Let's start with the user review, shall we? This is coming from Dexstar with a 2 out of 10. This game is very annoying when you want to enjoy the sound of your blank's engine. But hear the chatter of a cocky mouth whose voice acting is very, very bad. This is what happens when you recruit people who don't have skills but have pronounced Lamau. As usual, they push the agenda of people's full delusions. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about diversity, but all I see while playing this game is only one race that feels superior and eliminates other races, and they say this is diversity with a 3 instead of an E. That is coming from Dexstar, a 2 out of 10 user review. Concord is incorrect. I feel like you guys need another user review from that. Dustborn, fantastic guess, incorrect. Holy, how did you guess it? We have a winner. Holy smokes, we have a winner. Danny Crazy, straight up getting it just from that. The answer is Need for Speed Unbound. Danny Crazy Zero winning 3 points. Bro, that was literally an MLG move. That was an MLG move. Bro, coming out the wazoo. You never played it and you still guessed it? That's wild, dude. Danny Crazy coming in with the 3 points. Danny Crazy, bro. Danny is crazy, dude. Danny Crazy's a little wild. Danny Crazy coming in 3rd place. Holy smokes. This next game, I'm really curious to see how you guys deal with this one. We're having fun here. We're having a little bit of a blast. Okay, I gotta... This one, Don't worry. I won't say anything about that. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. Because I think if I told you that, it would give you a hint, and I don't want to give you a hint of this next game. Game number 4 for 4 points, chat. Quite frankly, if you get this, you rock it to the tippy top. Game number 4. Game number 4. This is the one. Let me get a good one. Let me get a good one here. Okay, we got a user review here. For 4 points, game number 4. Review coming from Smashing Bros, giving it a 10 out of 10. This game received a 10 out of 10 from Smashing Bros. This is a masterpiece. Before the servers shut down, this was my jam. The anticipation of the Wonder Trade theme, the story, the trading, it was all so addicting, but beautiful. The story mainly gets dogged, but I heavily enjoyed it. Would 100% recommend, no hesitation. This was the good old days. Dang, I yap. Destiny, incorrect. Final Fantasy XIV, incorrect. Pokemon White, incorrect. World of Warcraft is incorrect. Here, I'll give you guys one more user review. This comes from Taken Hades, giving the game a 5 out of 10. Minus 5 out of 10 story. Minus 5 out of 10 gameplay. Minus 5 out of 10 environments. Minus 5 out of 10 characters. Minus 7 out of 10 music. Don't know how he landed with 5 out of 10, but Pokemon X is incorrect. Marvel Heroes. Fantastic guess, incorrect. Let me read something a little bit more interesting. This is a 6 out of 10 coming from Ian, who says, the transition to 3D was a big leap for Blank, but it cost them a lot in the process. The Blank region is fine, I guess, but the story is god-awful, and there really isn't a lot to do in general. The Blank themselves lost a lot of personality coming into 3D. Blank were cool at least. Actually, I'll read the last one since we're in overtime. Megas were cool at least. This game released on the 3DS, by the way. That is hint number 2. You guys need all the help you can get. GTA 3, incorrect. GTA 3 is incorrect. Holy smokes! Oh, I almost broke everything in my place here. We have a winner, and guess what? This winner is a first-time chatter. We're just going to give a straight-up giant applause for Thunder the Cat Live with Hey Goose. First stream I managed to catch. By the way, it's Pokemon Y. His second chat ever. He just straight up gets the 4 points. Pokemon Y. Holy guacamole. What a heck of a record. That Thunder the Cat Live. You absolute stallion, rocketing to the tippy top. Thunder the Cat Live or Live. You tell me. That is insane. The user reviews are throwing you guys. You guys gotta step it up. You gotta step it up, dude. Okay, this one's an easy one, chat, for 5 points. For 5 points, I think you guys have this one. Quite frankly, if you don't have this one, I'm going to break my computer right now. I'll break it right in front of you. You guys like this format? I'm so impressed of that one. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. All right. I will read a negative review and a positive review. This next game for 5 points, and I remind you, if you get this game, you rock it to the tippy top of this list, okay? You rock it to the tippy top of this list. There's always a chance. Let's read it. Let's read it, shall we? This next game for 5 points by Not a Goose 025 gives this game a 5 out of 10. Says, I think the game is great. The DLC was wonderful, and I love that they perfected this game, but I think it overstayed. We need new Blank and Blank were examples of Blank at its peak. This is really good, but it's overstayed. It's a Wii U game that was updated, and it's the only Blank on the Switch that's not from the online emulators. It's been over a decade. We have seen 2 open world Zelda games, Odyssey, new Animal Crossing, and a new Pikmin, but no new Blanks. Wow. just as I thought. We have a winner. It seemed a little too easy for you guys. I had to give you guys one. We have a winner, and the winner is the winner for 5 points. Well, it's Totes McGook's 83 with Mario Kart 8. Holy smokes, there it is, Totes McGook's. That's him right there. That's the winner. That's Mario Kart 8. And yeah, I got the Wii U version because I'm the cool one. I'm just a really cool guy. I'm a chill guy, dude. I'm a freaking chill guy. Quite frankly, we should spend some time talking about how I'm a chill guy. I'm a chill guy. And just real quick, I am looking at the YouTube chat. I'm not seeing anything over there. YouTube chat, step it up. Step it up, dude. Twitch chat's on fire. Hold on. Totes McGoats. Fantastic name, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm a pretty chill guy, dude, all right? I'm a pretty chill guy. Now, this next one's going to be really difficult for you guys. I can tell. Because quite frankly, I don't smell ultimate gamers in this house. No, sir. If the user reviews are not enough, I will give you guys some hints. But I believe the user reviews will be enough. Okay? For 6 points. For 6 points. For 6 points. For 6 points, chat. Get your heads in the game. As I try to find this stupid game. Where is it? For 6 points. Where is this stupid game? Why can't I find it? Wow. Oh, interesting. I can't share with you what I found, but it's interesting nonetheless. God. Why? You make it so difficult for me, my friend. Why you do this? How is this game impossible to find? Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Concord. I would need to own the disc, so you can safely assume it will never be Concord. Why is this? Okay, hold on. Oh, I think I found it. Yep, I found it. Okay, I found it. Apologies for the delay. Let me give you something here. Something real good. All right, let's read the first review, shall we? Let's read the first review. This game for 6 points. Let me snooze the ad here. I don't want you guys to get an ad. All right, for 6 points. For 6 points, chat, this is the one. This one's going to be a toughie. It's going to be a toughie, okay? Lock in. Lock in. Giving it a 7 out of 10 from Hydrophobic Fish, okay? I haven't played this game in many years, but I recall it having fun platforming and an interesting setting. I love the Ruined Kingdom environments, and I like the dynamic between the main and supporting characters. The main character is a little bland, and the game is ridiculously easy, but it's enjoyable. And I like the platforming, and each level changes depending on what levels you've completed. Simpsons 10 Run. Absolutely incredibly wrong. Overwatch 2. Wrong. Spyro. Absolutely incredibly wrong. Ignore that. That is technically wrong. The bot doesn't know what it's talking about. There's a bad regex. Keep going. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Concord, incorrect. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, incorrect. Cameron. Why are you the way that you are, Cameron? You disgusting goblin. The Turtle Hermit coming out of the woodwork with 6 points, winning it with Prince of Persia. Quite frankly, I thought this would take way longer. Way longer. For whatever reason, it's not looking interesting. Cameron, you're going to have to fix that. I don't know what the heck you even do all day. You're going to have to fix that, dude. 6 points to Turtle Hermit. To Turtle Hermit rocketing to the tippy top. How is it? How is it you guys are... There's no ongoing consecutive winner. It's just... You know? For 7 points, this next game. This is one of my all-time great memories. Fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Love this game. I think the user reviews will be fantastic. I think the user reviews of this are going to be fantastic. Okay. Let's start it. For 7 points. It's not Halo Infinite. For 7 points. Giving it a 10 out of 10. Epic Gamer 42069. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. Shut your mouth. This is a big deal. Epic Gamer says, a great game to play with friends, not much else. Hard to control sometimes, but all in all, it's a pretty great blank game. Not meant for single player. Single player definitely takes most of the fun out of the game. Pal World. Incorrect. Helldivers 2. Incorrect. Come on, chat. You got this. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fantastic guess, to be honest. Incorrect. Castle Crashes. Fantastic guess. It's incorrect. Let me read you another one. Coming back with Hydrophobic Fish. He's back at it again. Dude, he's back. Same guy. Giving it a 7 out of 10. I had a lot of fun playing this with my brother. Not every game was a banger, but they did have some in there, and the characters had such sass. Space Marine 2. Incorrect. Mario Party 8. Incorrect. Let me read you another user review. This one could be a lot more helpful. Giving it a 7 out of 10 from Turbo_Dweeb. This game is definitely better than Forspoken. Quote, 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 quote. Not really quite sure what the quote was for. Suicide Squad Kill Justice League is incorrect. Let me read you one final review as we enter into overtime. For 7 points. For 7 points. This comes from Igloo Man, giving it a 6 out of 10. A perfectly fine blank game to play with friends, though not quite as charming or original as the blank games. A good option for Xbox players, though. As a hint, now we know it's on an Xbox. What could it possibly be? It sure isn't Hogwarts Legacy. Fantastic guess. Mortal Kombat 9. Fantastic guess. It is incorrect. On the YouTube side, God of War, Elden Ring, Warhammer. These are incorrect. Chat, you have this in the bag. I will read one more user review. Giving it a 10 out of 10. Secret DT7 says, best game, much better than Mario Party. Redfall is incorrect. Remember, the spelling does matter. The spelling does matter. For 7 points, you will rocket to the tippy top. This is your chance, chat. You got a one chance, one opportunity, okay? Will you capture it? And we got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. This is unheard of. We have a first for the series, chat. A first for the series. Because, would you believe it or not, the winner is on the YouTube side. YouTube chat coming in. SN winning it with Fusion Frenzy. SN rocketing to the tippy top with 7 points. Oh, you bet you guys didn't think you were competing with YouTube, but you are. SN, there it is. Tippy top. Holy smokes, chat. Dubs had it. Dubs, you just put it with an S. You put it with an S, Dubs. You see? Not rigged, chat. This is the greatest game show of all time. And quite frankly, y'all need to step it up. Lock in, dude. I need it locked in. Not rigged, chat. I'll tell you what's rigged. My eyes to this game. Because this next one, there's no way you're guessing it. There's no way, chat. There's no way. There's no way. Well, there's probably a way. I always say that, and you guys do eventually guess it. For 8 points. For 8 points. Holy smokes, chat. This is the one. For 8 points. You know what happens. For 8 points, you go right to the top. Right to the top. Right to the top. Here it is. The first user review. Coming in from Game Man 2005. Giving this game a 10 out of 10. This game is peak blank. One of the best RPGs ever made, and much better than any overrated game that Bethesda makes. May the guessing begin. God of War. Not an RPG, really. I guess it could be. Incorrect. Baldur's Gate 3, fantastic guess, incorrect. Fantastic guess, incorrect. Fable, fantastic guess, incorrect. Metal Gear Solid, fantastic guess, incorrect. Let me read you another user review. Giving you a 0 out of 10 from Jade Blue 11. The best game ever. Gave it a 0 out of 10, Jade. The best game ever. I love it. The story is fascinating. The graphics are awesome for the time. You have to think well your responses before choosing them because they will affect one way or another. You must play it. Now. Let's go one more, shall we? Mass Effect is closer, but is incorrect. Diablo is incorrect. Let me read you one more. 9 out of 10 from Artifice Prime says, Blank is an inventive, immersive masterpiece. It isn't perfect, but it's a truly unique RPG and probably the most underrated Blank game. The story is deep and complex with great characters and twists that are both shocking and thought-provoking. The combat is fast-paced while still offering variety and strategy. It really is a shame that it never got a sequel. Hint? Because its biggest weakness seems to be technical ones. It is good in almost every area, and it is my favorite game for the Xbox console. It stands as one of the best Western RPGs and is a great example of how to make an RPG that breaks convention. The gameplay in Blank is still unlike any other RPG. Rather than simply learning new spells, your character learns new magical martial arts. And in each style has a combination of abilities. This ties perfectly into the story because you usually need to meet and train new people. How have you guys not guessed this? That was a really good review. I'll give you a hint. First hint. Oh! The hint is not needed. The hint is not needed because we have a winner. It's going to be a while for you guys to catch up to this man because for 8 points, Danny Crazy coming at you to the tippy top of the Mountain Jade Empire. That's right, I got it. I got everything, don't I? Quite frankly, I'm built different. Quite frankly, I am built different. Danny Crazy rocketing right past 3rd place, 2nd place. Going right where he belongs. 1st place. That was a deep cut. That was a deep cut. You played it on your phone? Why you hurt me like that, sir? Huh? Ah! Ah! I kid. We all like to have fun here. Don't we, chat? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This next game. This is a deep cut. I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a hint right out the rip. I'm gonna give you a hint. This is not a new game. That's what you're going to get from me, all right? That's what you're going to get from me. But will you get it for 9 points? For 9 points. For 9 points, will you become this week's Ultimate Gamer? Will you? I'll be honest. I am the Ultimate Gamer. For 9 individual points, 9, chat. 9. Let me start with the first user review. I need you to lock in. Do you understand? Giving it a 7 out of 10. I love old games. I'm not going to ignore the chat right now. Says, this game is simply pure fun. Chaos, absurdity, and graphical, comical, all packed into one. This is a blank clone that doesn't take itself seriously. The story is mediocre, but the gameplay is so darn fun. The production is comical with sound effects, explosions, characters doing funny things, and ridiculous jokes. This game is simply an over-the-top popcorn game that deserves praise for its balls-to-the-walls execution. Banjo-Kazooie, incorrect. Simpsons Hit and Run, incorrect. Bluey the video game, you're banned. Allow me to read another one. Giving it a 3 out of 10. Big Man Reviewer says, bruv, just play Saints Row or GTA. This game doesn't offer anything that they don't have. And yes, that's how he wrote it. Burnout 3, incorrect. Watch Dogs, fantastic guess, incorrect. Fate is incorrect. Never heard of that game. Sleeping Dogs, fantastic guess. Ignifolio coming out. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's looking for it. He's hungry. He wants it. Lego City Undercover is incorrect. Let me read one more. Let me read one more for you. How about that? Actually, there's not that many user reviews for this. I played this so much growing up, aged well, still fun 20 years later on OG Xbox. 10 out of 10 from Yaters. 10 out of 10 from Yaters. Chat, you have this. You've been given multiple hints. Tony Hawk Underground, incorrect. Remember what Big Man Reviewer said, 3 out of 10. Bruv, just play Saints Row or GTA. This game doesn't offer anything they don't have. Crackdown, incorrect. Final Fantasy is incorrect. Yakuza 0, this is incorrect. Allow me to read the final review. 10 out of 10 from Stephen J. 2010, who says, blank was literally the best game ever of my childhood. My dad didn't even want to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas back when I was a kid, so my dad let me play blank instead. Ah, the memories. One of you are so disgustingly close. Disgusting amount of closeness. Just Cause, incorrect. Far Cry 5, incorrect. One of you straight up got the answer. You spelt it wrong. Holy smokes, Bully is incorrect. Far Cry 2, incorrect. Chat, I will reread the last user review. Blank was literally the best, and we have a winner. Just like that, we have an upset. We have an upset. We have an upset. Quite frankly, chat, I'm afraid for you because this lead has gotten dramatic. The winner is Totes McGoats 83, stealing it from Dat Turtle Hermit, missing the colon. True Crime Streets of LA. Holy guacamole. Chat, we got a frickin' W on our hands. And yeah, I own this game because once again, I am the best. That's just a fact. But I'll tell you who might be close to me. That's Totes McGoats. Okay, taking the lead. Quite frankly, all of you should shut your monitors off and have a moment of silence. Because he's the king now. He's the king. With 9 points, bringing him to 14. There it is. There it is. There it is. You better walk in, ladies and gentlemen. But before we hit the 10th point, you know what we have to do. You know what we have to do. It is tradition on this Guess That Game for an audience decision. How we proceed. Do we, before doing the 10th point, divide all points by half? Do we make the last point equal 20 points? Do we Quite frankly, I don't have another one. Unless you guys have a suggestion. I lost 4 on a technicality. I'm suing all points to 0. Ooh, all points to 0 is a good one. All points to 0. Ban me. The last one. The last one. All right. This is a Twitch exclusive poll. The poll has commenced. Quite frankly, allow me to swap over. This is the one. This is the one. We find out here and now. What's it going to be? The chat is saying that this last point, the 10th game, will have to be worth 20 points. This is the one. 20 points. There is 20% of you asking to be banned, of course, because you're all disgusting. You're disgusting, but this is Guess That Game, baby. The game where anything can happen and the ultimate gamer comes out of nowhere from the tippy top. With 20 seconds left on the clock and 64% of you saying make this point worth 20 points. That means it's anybody's game. Anybody could be this week's ultimate gamer and win a gifted sub. It's Guess That Game, baby, with 10 seconds left. Actually, 3, 2, 1. And the chat has spoken on the Twitch side. Sorry, YouTube. They've made the decision. They've made the decision. And the chat has said, not today. Not today. Because it's anyone's game. Anyone can win it. YouTube, Twitch, X, which I have not looked at. Not even once. I apologize. I apologize. I'm being shadow banned in Goose That Game. Never. If I ban you, it's because it's funny. And I'll tell you. I'll tell you straight to your face. This is Guess That Game, baby. The game where people's lives change playing this game, dude. People's lives change. But now it's time to get serious because, chat, we're in the finals. Lock in. Can we get lock in the chat? I want locked in. Hashtag locked in the chat. Let's go. I need to know you're in the game. Cameron, hit us up with the finals one more time. Are we locked in or what? Unlocked. Banned. Locked in. Weezer, let's go. Let's go. The chat has spoken. On the YouTube side, we are questioning the chat's motives on the decision. We are a democracy here. We go with what the chat says. You have to understand, the chat also votes to ban themselves. There's no logic here. The chat is... There's no democracy. It's nothing. Chat's wild, dude. Chat's freaking wild. I am loading up the user reviews. This one will test you in ways you've never been tested before. Everyone, I need you locked the heck in. Because right now, for 20 points, this final game, as voted by the Twitch chat, will earn you this week's Ultimate Gamer and a gifted sub. If you get it on YouTube, I don't know how to do that yet, so I will try to do that, but I have no, we'll figure that out when the time comes. Oh man, my word. I'm nervous for you guys. This is going to be a tricky one. I believe you. The first user review. 6 out of 10 from Really Peg Leg. I do think that this game is good, and I have friends that would say it's the best. The only reason I rate it so low is because of my own preferences. I find this game quite boring. Haven't been able to bring myself to finish the first dungeon. That's a hint. If this wasn't a blank game and didn't have such remarkable reviews, I would have definitely rated it lower. Concord is incorrect. No dungeons in there. Get the man out of here. That's a 6 out of 10 from Really Peg Leg. Diablo 4 deserves a 2 out of 10. Disgusts me. Sorry, Blizzard. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Fantastic guess. Incorrect. Let's read another review, shall we? Giving it a 10 out of 10, Keyblade Wielder says, unbelievable transition into 3D for this franchise. Absolutely a blast to play through. Dark Souls 2. Incorrect. Enter the Gungeons. Incorrect. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time does fit, but is incorrect. Is incorrect. Chat, I'm watching We are getting closer, but not close enough because Tomb Raider is incorrect. Let's get another review, shall we? This one's going to have a big hint. 10 out of 10 from Joka XD. Incredible stages, perfect soundtrack, unbeatable atmosphere, an immersive story, and a total revolution to what Sega was at that time. Well deserving of its Game of the Year award. Hint! Thanks to developers for this masterpiece. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask from Pat the Troll is incorrect. Sopranos, is that a game? Legitimately asking. It's incorrect. Zelda Breath of the Wild is incorrect. Fantastic guess. Tony Hawk Underground. You're going to be right eventually, Mr. Danny Lemon, but it is incorrect today. Let's read one more, shall we? Giving it a 2 out of 10, Ahard says, boring as hell. Lots of backtracking, repetitive as hell, destroying the enemies, returning to the same room later and just do it again and again. It's boring. Some of the boss fights are slugfests also. Dull. 2 out of 10. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is a freaking gem, all right? That's just a fact. That's just a fact. How dare you? Elden Ring. Incorrect. One more user review, chat. That's a wild user review. I'm not going to read that one. All right, there was one that would give you guys a pretty big hint. This next one coming in from Critique Master gives this game a 10 out of 10. Blank for the GameCube is an underrated classic. Hint. Not just comparable to the original Blank, but even better. Dude, I almost read it. Sekiro not on the GameCube. Incorrect. Endless Dungeon. Incorrect. Dragon's Dogma. Incorrect. Chat, for 20 points. This is the one. This is the one, chat. Donkey Kong Country not on the GameCube. He's banned. He's banned. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Chat, we're in overtime. Quite frankly, my butt cheeks have never been more clenched. Capcom's King of the Dragons. Tell me this man didn't just Google it without telling me. That's incorrect. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Actually, I appreciate you saying that, but that is incorrect. Let's read one more. Shall we? 9 out of 10 from SamX00 who says, love this game. Really wish Nintendo would do more in this series. Creative and fun gameplay. So we know it's on GameCube. We know it's from Nintendo themselves. We know it has dungeons. It's gonna be. What's it gonna be, chat? Because I'm not seeing right answers. Legend of Zelda 4 Sword Adventures is incorrect. Kingdom Hearts, not made by Nintendo. Incorrect. You guys are using ChatGPT? I respect it. And we have a winner, dude! No! Chat. Chat, I want you to know something. We have a winner. We have a winner. However, if there was one person that should not deserve this, it's our winner. But unfortunately, I'm a man of my word. And the winner for 20 points and this week's Ultimate Gamer, the winner is Mr. Daniel Tiberius Lemon. There he is, winning it for the second time. This week's Ultimate Gamer. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Metroid Prime is the winner. Somehow, Mr. Danny Lemon has won this Guess That Game a second time. This game's rigged. I'm just going to straight up say it. It's rigged. It's a bad game. I don't know why we're playing it. I agree with you guys. It's rigged. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't like it. I don't like it. Just like that. Everybody smile for the camera. I'm taking a screenshot, posting on the Discord. Everybody smile. There it is. He won. Yes, he did. Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Congratulations to Mr. Daniel Tiberius Lemon for becoming this week's Ultimate Gamer. Guess that game winner. Number 8 goes to winner. Man of my word, Mr. Danny Lemon in the Discord. If you'd like to join Discord, it's available in the pinned comment. You can join their 10 free slots. Otherwise, you'd have to be subscribed to Twitch and or YouTube membership, and you get instant access. Okay, there it is. January 19th, 2025. Mr. Daniel Lemon. He did it. He did it. Claps all around. He did it. Let's give him one more. The man did it. Quite frankly, he did it. It's disgusting. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but I'm a man of my word. And Mr. Danny Lemon is subscribed, so I will be gifting out a sub to a random individual. Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes. Stop yelling at me. It's coming. Stop it. Man of my word. Boom. Gifted sub going out to Suspected Acorn. Huge congratulations.
Look at Goose's tired smile.
Suspected Acorn winning a gifted sub from Mr. Danny Lemon. Shout out Mr. Danny Lemon for being this week's Ultimate Gamer. I would like to thank Cameron for this win. You would not. You rescind that comment. I know you. You would rescind that. He's a disgusting human being. Give it to Kevin. The Christmas mouse. There he is. Kevin?
Smiling through misery.
I've never been happier for Mr. Danny Lemon. This is happiness. Today was a good day. It's a good day.
Depression spiral.
Oh, it was a good day. I'm happy. It's a good day. Chat, what a fantastic stream. Seriously, huge shout out to Mr. Danny Lemon. Wait for it. Oh, it's on cooldown. You're the captain now. Bye-bye, Kevin.
I am captain now.
Sure are. The ultimate captain gamer. Shout out Mr. Danny Lemon. Shout out all of you guys. Chat, this was amazing. Goose Morning Live, as always. We absolutely killed it today. We did some Switch 2 news. We had some, discussions about...
I love Outlaws.
There it is. There it is. I'm glad you said it. We were all thinking it. Okay, we did Switch 2 news. Talked about some Sony stuff. We talked about game optimization. We had guessed that game. It's fantastic. Goose Morning Live 51. Next week is 52. It is 1 year anniversary of Goose Morning Live. I'll try to think about something to do. So I'll make an event on the Discord. If you have any suggestions for what you want us to discuss next week,
Cologne
any topics,
Gate 2025.
if you have any discussion topics, questions, jokes, stories, comments, anything you want to discuss on next week's Goose Morning Live, make sure to post it in the Goose Morning Live 52 mega thread that will appear relatively shortly. And
Gifting 52 signed copies of Concord.
You're gonna do that? That's nice of you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, yo, Dario, that's pretty lit of you, dude. That's a lot of money. Shout out to you guys. So this is absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to the next Goose Morning. Like I said, post your jokes, stories, comments, anything you want discussed from Goose Morning Live 52.
I love Star Wars Outlaws.
No, we got that. We got that. We assumed. So do that. Also, if you don't have anything that you want to suggest, that's totally fine. Just go into the mega thread and just react with an emoji on the Discord, and then it helps bump up things to the top. So that's fantastic. Chat, again, amazing Goose Morning Live. I want to thank everybody real quick. Everybody on the YouTube side.
Gate.
What? I want to thank everybody on the YouTube side for joining in. Shout out to the YouTube side. Let's give them some love. Shout out to everybody joining in on X/Twitter. Okay, absolutely beautiful Goose-tastic over there on that side. We love to have them.
Great stream, sport.
Thank you so
Get
much.
some sleep, our lil chinchilla.
I will. I actually have to go edit some stuff now, but yes, I will after. I want to give a huge shout out to obviously everyone on the Twitch side. Let's give some special shout outs to our brand new followers really quick, chat, because we got a lot of them. So let's go through them really quick. Thundercat Live, Jamie Coolman, Faded TK52, Bolivian Quarium,
Stop the steal.
The Bloody Sonata, Lori DC, The Dancing Gent, that's a fantastic name, Samurai Blue 47, Kush Lust Money, Kingston 50, holy
Congrats
smokes!
at Mordana Lehman.
Mr. Danny Lehman, congrats. Ignifolio coming out of nowhere with the 5 months, absolutely insane, absolutely insane. Kingston 6746, Nevolute with the follow, Night Zero with the follow, Santashi with the follow, Poor Walluke with the follow, Double Aces 180 with the follow, Rune U with the follow, Cross End 0315 with the follow, Master Psycho 813 with the follow, Jet Jester with the follow, Texan Lean, Jekka Shack, James Leo 222, Ori Mayer, Fabricus, Ableist.
Zenkai 9 chug 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 Zenkai 9 chug.
I chugged, dude. I chugged. DCY 96 with the follow, Miami Mao with the follow, Oz 9906, Cheesemaster 2, Amaron, Amos Darby, Long 2004, Roken TL, Cloudy Yang 2013, Hirb Yang, Douchebug with the follow, Hanzo with the follow. Oh my god, dude, there's so many follows. Okay, hold on, let me just quickly finish them on. Panox D, Durable, Optimus, Dota, Blackball 95, Sweet Mate, Drawn's Lee, Starbun, Lude,
TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP.
When is that, by the way?
TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP.
Say it again.
TwitchCon HYP.
Oh, one more time.
HYP. TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP,
It's fantastic.
TwitchCon HYP,
Again.
TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP, TwitchCon HYP.
Regular Human VR, Control Alt Delicious 502, that's a fantastic name. Dre Day, George McPig, Got T, H1BBBB, Lex McLeod, Prindial Surf Shop 98VN, and Extraneous 123 with the follow. Shout out Twitch Y Make My P. That's what I heard. Huge shout out, chat. Let's give a giant round of applause for our subscribers. Okay, Poor Wall Luke with the sub. Super generous. We thank you so much. Jet Jester with the sub. Show Pony hitting 6 months. Show Pony's a legend. And mine hitting it for 5. Holy smokes. Storm of Spades hitting it for 2. And Show Pony gifting out a gifted sub. We love to have it. Thank you, Show Pony. You're beautiful, Goose-tastic. We appreciate that. Jack JMW, beautiful Goose-tastic. All of you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support. And Ignifolio subscribing for the 4 months, or 5 months, sorry. The way that they showed the thing on Twitch is like really, really weird. So huge shout out. Also, we have a YouTube member, Barbie, becoming a YouTube member and joining the Zenkai army and thus getting access to the Discord. Shout out over there. Absolutely beautiful. I think that's our first Zenkai Goose TV YouTube member. So shout out to everyone watching on that side. Absolutely amazing. Chat, that's going to do it for today's show. It's a fantastic show. We will be continuing Black Myth Wukong at a later date. Don't you worry about it. And we're probably going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time ever here. Maybe we'll even play Hollow Knight, given the fact you guys say that I won't die, or I will die. But I'm not going to die. I don't die in games, dude. Make GML 52 on Discord. Man's got a point, though. Man's got a point. Let me quickly make that before. He's technically right. He's technically... Look, he's been right too much on today's show. He's been right too much. I'm afraid. What's happening? Mr. Danny Lemon is... He's becoming him. You know? GML 52 January... What would that be? 26. 26. Math. We're doing math here. All right. Making that in the Discord.
He is now the captain.
He really is, dude. He really is. I have to submit. Okay, okay. It has now been posted. You may do your thing. Bada boom, bada bing is available on Discord. Let me just quickly swap over there. It's here. GML52 mega thread available in the events channel. Go in there, post your thing, do your thing. We all know what he's gonna write. We all know it. Let's just wait. There it is. There's the new game. There it is! Actually, I can get behind this, but I'm not gonna die. I get behind this. Shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing, beautiful, goose-tastic. I will give you the rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and look forward to the second channel, the main channel, and obviously everything we got going on Twitch. It's fantastic. I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Until then, you guys stay beautiful. I will see you all on the other side in the future. Thank you so much for being part of Team Goose, the Zenkai Army. We appreciate you, and don't forget, the merch is on the way. Okay, the merch is on the way. I'm testing things. And also, quick sneak peek, there's going to be a secret community one coming up. You guys are going to love it. Okay. Chat, stay beautiful. I'll see you all in the future. Bye! Thanks for coming!
We need Jimbro pics. Kevin, you're disgusting and you're banned. I am the captain of this ship. Bye bye. We need you to contribute dog pics, Goose. Kevin fans. Cameron, get Kevin out of here. Framed Kevin pics merch. Goose probably had to go pee already. Zenkai 9, Uhu Zenkai 9, Uhu Zenkai 9, Uhu Zenkai 9, Uhu Zenkai 9, Uhu. This item is on cooldown.